We love hip hop.
And in your mind, and then hold
Yeah,
on.
clearly.
And then whatever stories are going down, like, you know what I mean? Like Armageddon and all those type of things. You're going to be like, in your mind, you're like, oh my God, it's playing out right now. When it was COVID, what happened? Everyone's like, the end of the world, Benjamin, in 2000, Y2K and all these things. What happened?
They thought all the computers were going to crash.
We were going to die.
Yeah, I remember that when the time between 1999 and by the way, the red button's on.
Yeah.
Okay.
the time between 1999 going into 2000.
Yeah.
I was living on Yonge and Girard in a high rise. I was on the 18th floor, 21st floor, and it hit 12 o'clock, and fireworks went off over at Dundas Square. Yeah. But in my mind, I was like, oh shit!
It's starting.
I thought it was over for a second, bro.
You thought it was the world pop.
Yeah,
Remember
but
2012?
2000. That was 2000, 1999
No.
going into 2000, right? But as soon as 2000 hit, like nothing happened.
Interesting question, though. How would you feel if the world was going to end? Like, how would it end? Would all this pandemonium, or would it just be like, all of a sudden we're standing here and it's like, bah! Like, how do you think it would end?
A nuke.
See, that's what they want you to believe.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well, you asked me what I think will happen, but perhaps because I think it's going to be a World War III, and I think whether we're going to get conscripted or not is another conversation. But I think it's going to be a bomb that kind of wipes it out, like
And
a big
then
nuke.
Whoever lives, lives. Whoever
I think
dies.
People will be in Mars. Some people will fly to Mars.
that day.
That the rich people will kind of preserve themselves.
Hold on, Mars? Because have they figured out if they can have life inhabited on Mars yet?
They can. They're just
Yeah.
gonna have those incubated domes for now. This according to Elon Musk.
What were you guys watching before you?
We were smoking.
We were smoking, bro.
I don't think it would be a
great
war
weed.
I don't think humans are too selfish and too preserved. Like, I don't think we would want to wipe ourselves out. I could see maybe AI getting so sophisticated to a point where it just does things on some ex machina thing. Or I could see maybe a plague or a virus that spreads so uncontrollably so quickly that we can't control it. But yeah, I don't see humans taking ourselves out. I think we love ourselves too much. We're too selfish to even do that.
I think it's going to be the equivalent of when Instagram was down for a whole day, but forever. You know what I'm saying? You can't have access to the internet, period.
Well, what's it called? Electromagnetic.
That would be the end of Friday's world, but that's the end of humanity.
No, but that's a complete breakdown completely everywhere, bro. If you have no internet, you have no iOS systems or EOS systems as far as people being able to pay with debit and all these different types of things. You're fucked.
So now you're saying that's how we would end the world.
That's how it's going to be the start of the end.
Yeah.
Nobody being able to use the internet at all. Communication down.
What's that thing called again? Electromagnetic, whatever.
Warfare?
I'm not sure exactly, but where a solar flare or something hits, and then all the grids just go down one time.
Yeah, that's war.
Yeah, and then
Like that.
That's exactly how it's gonna sound.
It's gonna go
You hear
throughout
that
the
sound?
whole
You're like, no! Everything just white.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
No,
man,
it's
to be
beyond
yo.
social media and stuff like that. If you have no internet, the world shuts down. And I'm not talking about one country, the world.
Do you think it's gonna be a slow burn? Because I feel like with the plague option, it'll be the internet goes down. Now there's a plague. Now there's local wars, and it's a bunch of things that kind of slowly build. Or is it gonna be a flood or something like Ice Age or something
I think
that's
it's gonna
instant?
be a slow burn because think about it. And I don't know, I'm stuck on the no internet thing, but if there's no internet, it's going to start affecting medical care.
Okay.
Because a lot of the machines and all the things that we've depended on for all of these years is because technology has advanced so much, we need the internet.
Yeah.
I just feel like there will be a portion of the population, even when the internet goes down, that will have access to technology, the really rich elites. But
I don't think the poor would really care neither.
They're ready to die.
Yeah, they wouldn't even give a damn. They'd be
Save me.
internet, I've been waiting for this shit to go down from years ago.
Yeah,
all these Sheen commercials and all these Sheen.
I feel like the poor quote unquote the poor people are on social media and stuff the most. You know what I mean? Like
That too.
They'd be the
You're
most
right.
affected.
You're
you
right.
know, like because people
You're
depend
right.
on these distractions and stuff to
Yeah.
get through their day to day. Like
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
You can't go to your jobs because your jobs are down.
Good.
Everything in your job's down. You can't use anything.
I wouldn't feel as bad.
do you remember?
All of us can't go.
I'm not sure what year, maybe like 2005 or something, when there was like that blackout for
That's what I
like
said.
a week or so.
Y2K.
And that was like, but I do remember because I guess the internet wasn't so, I guess, prevalent that time. Like
No,
there was just enough like block parties, barbecues. Like I remember it was just like a lot of community things going on. And like I do remember on my block we would just all like bring our food out and we just all barbecue and then just share it and stuff.
We were robbing out the no frills.
But I don't see that happening today. You know, like if everything went out right now, do you think people maybe for the first week or two?
We're looting.
For the first week or two, people will be like, "Oh, let's all get together and like share." But once rations start getting low, and then we start realizing that, oh, this might be the new norm.
I'm already ahead of you. You know what I mean? I would already be ahead of my people. Them saying, "Yo, let's hang." I bet, yeah. I'll come after.
Like remember COVID times when like
Stealing.
It became literally us versus them, where it's like, "Oh, you didn't get your thing. You're the enemy now.
Mm-hmm.
You are trying to kill all of us."
Oh my God.
Wow,
You're a danger to the rest of us.
You know what I mean?
All the left
That is
rhetoric, by
crazy.
the way, because the left made it seem like you were the worst person if you weren't vaxxed. Because me, I never got vaxxed.
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I'm saying?
no.
But I had family members that were telling my mom not to let me in the crib. People turning on me. I had a fake vax pass just to eat in the eating center. It was like apartheid South Africa, bro. It was
That's
like
crazy.
you could only eat here if you were vaxxed, and if you
Vaxxed.
weren't, you had to eat on the outside.
So like, imagine if like food rations are low, and then your neighbor's trying to come over and stuff. It's like, yo, don't let him in. Don't let him. We only have a certain amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
he
then
might try to
now
kill
it's
us.
literally us versus them, but on a more hectic, like on a Walking Dead type.
almost
shit.
like us versus us.
You know?
in a way, it's like we
Yes.
eliminate each other.
Yeah.
I
And
would
it
give
just
up on
takes
rice.
taking a few things away from us that brings like the glue to everything together, and then we will crumble, bro. It'll be anarchy after a while.
Nah, because I think a lot of people would get smart, grow their own shit. You know what I mean? Live off of some rice.
Hold on, not to interrupt you, but a lot, because I feel like so many people have been dependent. They don't even go to the grocery store. They just order their groceries.
Order their groceries. Yeah,
You know what I'm
but-
saying? So
a
you're
lot
trying
of
to tell me
people-
those same people are going to transition into farmers?
Well, that's the inner city people, right?
Enough man are gonna try to take what you grew.
Basically.
I think, yeah, a lot of farmers,
Yeah.
farmers will be in danger. Like, how many
Yeah.
mans hunt for real?
Yeah.
Like, that's a small percentage of the population that knows how to hunt, that has access to hunting gear and like
Or ever
I look-
busted a gun.
I look like a
yeah.
hunter, right?
Yeah.
we might have to revert to that.
Yeah. Some people might not even have the heart to shoot an animal,
Oh, man,
even
I'm
if it's for their
strangling it.
survival.
I'll
doing that.
strangle an animal.
You know what I'm
Sorry, I
saying?
mean,
They'd be like, I've never had to do this before. Like, like trying to shoot a deer or something. You know
At
what I'm
first,
saying?
and then
I would just catch the rabbit.
I feel like they'll get used to it pretty quick.
It just becomes like zombies. You're just ready to shoot. And then now you got to like deskin and like take apart. Like, most people don't have
Who
I know how to do
knows
that.
that, bro?
I know how to do that.
And then imagine if like, okay,
You're the
Word.
hunter.
because at
Yeah,
first I was
I
thinking,
know, I
oh,
know.
like just go to the Toronto Zoo and then just murk though. But like, okay, imagine the big animal.
Them animals that we
Then
eat.
imagine if,
Gorilla
like,
dog.
all those animals get loose and stuff, and then like,
They will get loose if there's no internet, bro.
literally.
I'll take my chance with that.
It's a trickle down,
Nat's
bro.
just gonna be hunting the penguins at the zoo, like the 4 of them that we brought from
Come back over here. Just running down the street
We're
chasing
gonna curry
them.
this.
What'd you have for dinner tonight? Polar bear,
Curry polar bear.
flamingo.
I'll be like, yo, why didn't nobody think to come to the zoo? I'm just there by myself, just going crazy.
That would be crazy. That would be.
Oh,
Just sitting
no.
ducks. Okay, I got something that's less conspiratorial
Diabolical.
because we went down the deep rabbit hole
Oh,
right here.
big rabbit.
So Central C and Trapler Ross finally got to meet up at the Complex Con.
Mad.
But I don't know if you guys, before I show you guys this, I don't know if you know a little bit of the lore between Central C and Trapler Ross.
Mad thing, bro.
What's going on?
So Trapler Ross did a documentary on Central C about I don't know, maybe 5 months ago or whatever, right? And it was kind of like questioning Central C's real like street past and stuff like that. So he took offense to it.
Central C.
Yeah, oh yeah. He and Ross talked about it in videos afterwards how Central C's people kind of took offense to the video, right?
Yeah.
So he hasn't run into Central C since that video, and the video did well, right? It's Trapler Ross. So now that they're at Complex Con, now this is the first time that they're running into each other face to face. So.
Mess with little guy needs you. Little guy needs English you. That's a weird accent.
What's good? Going on, man? You know what's funny? I'm just talking to Sense. I say, yo, Trapler Ross got to be like the DJ Vlad of the UK, man. I'm like, yo, they probably looking at you like, bruh.
Hey, we got to try and squash the beef, man. I don't know if it's possible.
He don't got no beef with you.
Squash the beef, man. Can we squash the beef, or is it?
Never had beef, man.
Are you sure?
Never had beef.
Come on,
I appreciate you, bro. You know, I said your album was the best UK album that was ever dropped.
I heard you.
No, you just say you got to do a little more research. You say you're not, the facts ain't there yet.
Hey, I need to get clued up, man. You need to fill in the gaps and let me know what I missed.
No, he's not going to fill
Wait
in the
for
gaps.
it.
That's the point. No, well, you know.
I said you do me a favor.
Oh, you say you do him a favor.
Hey, look, I heard.
Yeah. Make him not look like you just
You
street
know, I was just saying what's up.
Lord.
Nah, he good.
Just saying what's up. How is it? It's like that.
Get the fuck out of the booth, bro. Get out, bro. Relax, man. Go outside the booth, and I'll come outside and I'll talk to you outside the booth. Get out of the booth.
Get out the booth, bro.
Get yourself out of the booth.
Yeah, you got a white
Take him out of the booth, bro. I ain't got nothing. Take him out.
Ain't got nothing.
Get the guy out of the booth, bro. Go, bro.
Go, bro.
Get out of my booth. Hurry up, bro.
He stayed there way too long, though. He stayed there way too long.
Damn.
Huh?
You see me.
You chill.
I make.
Get out the beef, man.
I don't care. I can't speak for him. Me, I understand. Like, bro,
Yo,
out here, bro.
So I don't know, man.
Crazy.
But that was Central C's manager, right?
His manager and I guess some of their security. And keep in mind also, Ross has security too. He has, I think, one security guard that moves around with him. He would have got crushed.
Yeah, whatever.
1 verse
100.
6, you know?
Yeah. Is Central C's people's wrong for this?
Nah.
I think it's expected, especially when you depend on someone for an income and you see someone attacking your guy, pretty much attacking you by extension. You want to fend for your dude, right? Some people aren't able to understand the nuanced aspect of media and being like, well, Trapler Ross is just doing a video essay and, he knows that, or this is his opinion on Central C and we should respect the freedom of expression. It's like, nah, you chat too much, bruv.
I don't know about opinion. I don't know about beef. Get the beef.
Oh, bro, that's aggressive though. No,
Yeah.
that sounds really aggressive. Like if we were there and they were saying that, I'd kind of be like, "Yo, B."
There might have been a squabble.
But
I would have been squabbling, but
certain
still, it
dudes-
would have been like, "Whoa! Are they serious? Let me read the eye contact first."
Yeah. And it's
Maybe
Trapler
somebody-
Ross, like, bro, looks like Harry Potter. Like, you're G-checking him.
Yeah, bro.
You
But-
know, like,
If this was like, if they approached Trapler Ross, I would understand, like, okay, why you doing that? You OD.
Yeah.
But if you step into my booth now, you know what I mean? This is my place of comfort.
Get out my booth.
You know what I mean? Like, you know it's not sweet. You know, like, why are you in? It's not like, oh, we're in like no man's land, the general
Yeah.
vicinity. Like, you literally came to where I'm at. Like, get out the booth, broski. And then,
But
as I'm telling you, get out, you're not leaving. You have to raise my voice. So.
I
Yeah.
hear that.
But and also what you were saying before, Zar, with the opinion thing, it kind of is, but it kind of is not, because he's doing like these documentaries. I've done this research, or my team does this research, and this is what we found based on our research. So it's kind of not like an opinion piece.
It's like a fact.
yeah, this is what we found on our research. You ain't a gangster.
Nah, but you guys watch the Trapler Ross videos. He will say the fact, and then he will add some like quippy
Yeah.
London thing after, you know, like
Yeah, he'll throw a little,
You know,
little
so-
cheeky.
little
yeah, you know what I
cheeky,
mean.
swift.
So it's
he's a
like,
little cheeky bugger.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I personally don't think Central C should be cosplaying at this. He has really good music.
You know, like literally. So it's like, fam, like, are you delivering facts or what, broski? Like,
It basically is exactly like that.
Exactly like that.
Yeah, man. And the thing is that's messed up. It's like, this is Complex Con, and we'll be talking about another Complex Con story just now, but like stuff like this, that's where shit goes down, bro.
Yeah.
But I have a question, because Friday, I know somewhere in your mind you see yourself as Trapler Ross in
Yes.
this situation.
Oh, fuck.
And this is a deeper question. But imagine, like, you know how many hours of footage of Central C you'd have to go through to make like a 2-hour documentary or something? So it's like,
Yeah.
in a way, he put in all this work to like highlight Central C, maybe not in the best light.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he doesn't hate Central C. And then Central C and his boys see you, and then it's like on site. Like, I don't know. I'd feel weird because I'm like, bro, I spent hours editing this. Like, you don't
That's
even
all,
understand.
that's all you care about. The part you spend hours.
You don't understand how many hours.
That's
2
why
hour
now,
documentary.
okay, now that you're thinking like that, if I got that out into the open first, get out of my booth.
Because like
Get out of my booth.
Sorry,
Central
what
C's
about
like,
me?
I don't
What about me,
Yeah,
bro,
like,
guys?
you don't take it
We're
into
gonna
work.
hang
I
this
put
guy
in.
upside down by his Air Force.
All they see is the result of it, and they're like, "You chat too much." It's like,
Yeah, you
bro,
chat
look
too
at
much
the
now.
edits. Like,
But Benji, you're still chatting about this.
I spent weeks doing this.
No.
you don't understand how long that okay,
We're full. We're throwing the whole complex tent at you.
I guess, but it's just
The
like,
whole
can
booth
I
is
get a
getting
little
thrown at you, dog.
appreciation at least?
You want to
Appreciation.
pat
Yeah,
me on the back?
appreciate
No,
this.
like,
I kick
You
your
know
ass.
what I'm talking about? How long it takes to make a
but
documentary.
your
and then the-
appreciation is in the monetization you get. Central C's not
No.
seeing $1 from the
You.
trap. If
I-
anything,
Comeback.
if anything,
hurts.
it's because like literally I seen that video, and then after watching the video, I was like, oh shoot, I didn't realize Central C was making all that Poppy Yell music before he switched his style, and before he like literally it kind of changed my perception on Central C. So
Oh, he ain't as gangster as I thought he was.
so if I'm his management and I literally seen this you and I polished him up, I turned him into what he is, and then this little cheeky
What?
quippy youth is trying to expose,
cheeky
the
bugger.
ting.
you know what I mean? Like I was like, yo, yeah, literally.
Chat too much.
But is there such thing as bad publicity?
I don't think there is if you know how to turn it.
So okay, 5 million views, Central C. I'm sure of that 5 million, some of them went to check him out for the first time.
And it depends on the
No, for sure.
publicity. Because like PDF publicity, there's no way you can turn that to a good
Yeah,
thing.
that the
No.
whole if they make a whole video on somebody being a PDF,
You know what I
bad
mean?
publicity.
You're done. You're done. You're
Like
done.
that David situation, even if he's innocent of that, like he's gonna have his PR team's gonna have to work overtime.
hold on, because his streams went up around that time.
But I didn't even know who he was until that.
That too.
But then, okay, if you're introduced as like the murder you know what I mean? Like that's who you are for the rest of your career. You're gonna have to like work your way out of that title. Is what I'm saying. You know.
So
Like,
what are you saying? That freaking David has to make anti-PDF records now?
oh, that's another thing, and he has a PDF thing on him too. So like his PR is gonna have to work overtime to like make sure that's not the first thing that comes to mind when we think about you.
Yeah.
You know?
No, the bad publicity is good publicity, but for a short space of time. Because people go to check on your shit because of the story,
Exactly.
and then they go back to whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then that's just the stain you have for the rest of your career.
Yeah.
That's why Young Berg had to change his name to Hitmaker. Because anytime people just thought of Young Berg, they just thought of, oh, man's getting beat down, chain robbed, Gail getting to like this is the worst possible thing. So maybe if I change my name, the associations will be a little different.
But okay, pre Trap Lord Ross documentary, how gangsta did you think Central C was for real, based on his music? Like I felt like that wasn't even his like super lane was being a gangster. It was more like, yo, I'm fresh. Maybe like I sell a little drugs here and there, but I'm
Yeah.
like a pretty boy, all these tats. Like I felt like that was his lane. It wasn't like we thought he was El Chapo and then Trap
But the
Lord
man
Ross
had
showed
real
that he
beef
wasn't.
with real mans, and like it was starting to spill in the streets a little bit. Like he did come up with his beef with what's his name again? R something or whatever. But one of the next white youths out there in the UK.
Arcane or something.
Yeah, exactly, whatever.
Something
But
like
one of the
that.
next white rappers out there. So
Yeah.
he did have a street image behind him, and he was rolling with street mans, you know. And just because his street image was ambiguous, once there's like a certain, like once a narrative is put out there, then like it's not a mystery anymore, you know. Like,
Yeah.
there's no question mark behind it. Now it's like, okay, you weren't a street guy, you were just a waste suit.
I can see why both parties are mad, right? Or how both parties feel. Like I can see where Trap Lord Ross is like, look at all the work I put in. And I love your stuff.
I said the last album was the best album of the year.
He did say that though. That's the worst part.
But that's so annoying. I'd be cheesed.
Yeah, I chat too much.
No, that's annoying though. Like, don't come up to me telling me the one good thing you said. Just say everything you said at that point. man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
he got that one part of the 2-hour documentary
You know what I
where he
mean?
praised him. But at the same time, now that I think about it, I'd rather like, okay, say if someone did like a 10-minute video essay about me, okay, I'd be like a little annoyed, especially if it was negative. But a 2-hour one is like, I don't even want to talk to you for like. I feel like you're trying to get at me.
Get out my booth.
at like for your benefit at my expense.
Like, what if?
So I kind of understand that where it's like, yeah, get out of my booth.
What if a man made like a little documentary on you saying, oh, before you were doing a hip hop podcast, you were a comedian, and then you just started grifting, and then they set this whole like narrative, and I'm not going to take this narrative because this is not what happened here again.
Oh, you're giving it to them right now.
I'm like, someone's going to run with this.
Someone's going to run with this.
They better get out of my booth. If I see them at Fusion Lounge, get out of my booth.
Get out my booth.
Don't come up to me trying to dap me up, be like, yo, man, like that last episode you did was really good. I'm like, bro, you just did a hit piece on me. You know
Get out my booth.
Get out my booth.
Oh man.
Nice.
Well, listen, man. Salute to Trapler Ross and salute to Central C. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them get along. Maybe they'll do a collabo one day.
At least they didn't like slap him up or hit him or punch him in his face. Oh.
That would be a little bit too much because I feel like that will be a bad strike on Central C's image.
Yeah, you just run him.
Yeah.
Just run him. Get the
I
hell
think
out of my
Central C is
booth.
pretty mainstream now too, so it's kind of like he's probably trying to keep certain aspects of the bad boy image, but then the professionalism that'll grant him more opportunities.
You can't tear up Complex Con. You know what I'm saying? But yo, let's get it started, man. Let's start off with something a little different, man.
Love this song.
Hey, you got what I need.
Oh man, you know a song is a big song when everybody knows the words, bro. I know some of the band members bumping this in the car.
Why not, bro? But you
Don't
light up
get
the windows
mad.
and you're
Don't
like,
get me.
yo, morning time. This supposed to get me true.
This is one of them songs they played on the radio and you're like, nah, just leave it on.
Wait, this is a big man tune.
Much music. Yo, this was such a good era of music because Timbaland had Justin Timberlake and Nelly Furtado in this like, I don't want to say like sexy music era, but that was like Nelly Furtado's rebrand from like being this like girl next door to like
Yeah.
you know,
From being on Chin Television.
Yeah, the Timberland opened up the cookout, bro.
Yeah.
But let's get to it, man. We are Box, the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most toast, Friday Ricky Dread, aka Promiscuous Boy. No.
Promiscuous.
you're a little too old to call yourself a boy.
I'll play.
Run with that one.
Don't clip me. All right, we back over here. Episode 627, B3 Studios. We got back in the building, the Turkish Thrill, Mr. Playerz Club himself. DJ Sar in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Yes, sir. DJ Zar, aka Burl Sound, aka Young Shawarma, aka Cheeseburger, aka Zarly Kirk, aka Don't Get Me, Don't Get Me,
AKA might be a little bit hungover.
aka Got Sauce last night. Okay. What's good,
man.
boys?
Oh, we
The
out
Big
here, man.
Four.
Big Four in the building. Welcome back, sir. You know, first episode of the week. We pod in the, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, we got back in the building, Mr. Fashionista. Okay, you might see him outside in the wilderness.
Yeah, I know. I've been taking nature walks.
You know what I'm saying? Hunting bears and then putting them on his jackets and shit. You know what I'm saying?
See the back of this?
The hip hop
goddamn.
thrill.
Yeah.
Dusty Wallace in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
What's up? What's up? How are you guys?
We good, man. We good.
Good.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Gratitude.
And you also might find him on a runway somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Fashioned out.
Yep.
You might see him on your TikTok screens, pointing in the air, doing his damn thing.
Extra viral.
Extra viral. You know what I'm saying?
Super extra viral.
You might see him
Holy.
just over at the different functions, just playing the sickest dance hall hits. We got DJ Natural Wave in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Guys,
You
team's
don't
bubbling.
know? Ready to pod with the gods?
Let's
You
go.
know?
Oh,
God.
sick.
I like that.
You got me up now. Whoa! Guns!
Jeez.
This man's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, welcome back, everybody, man. Before we get into it, I want to give a quick salute to the sponsors. I want to give a salute to Diamond Club, aka Canna Cans. If you want any of that, of the freshest piffs delivered in the cans, you got to hit up Canna Cans. They got same day delivery in the GTA, and they got cross Canada. You can get the delivery made also. Hit them up on their Instagram Instagram page. That's Diamond Club _Canada or CanadaCans _Canada1. And you could also use the code We Love Hip Hop. Get yourself a little discount. Dusty Wallace.
Yo, what up?
Let me know what specials you got going on over at Road Ready. Ready for the road.
Okay, ready for the road. I'm at 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. This week, we still got the tints going on, and we have the blackout sale for vinyl glossy, and we have the matte vinyl, right? For any kind of car. Even if you want to black out the rims, black out your trims of your chrome delete, right? That's what it's called, right?
Okay.
So, like, if you want to, I got chrome around the cars. And I also got a ceramic coat deal coming right now. So if you guys want to know about that, just hit me up on Toronto Road Ready Detailing, and I'll get back to you very shortly.
You might see him in Blue Jays AI.
Everywhere.
Going crazy on Sora.
Yeah, dog. Sora go give me a deal. Shout out Sora. You know what I mean?
Dusty's the first person I know that successfully cloned himself on the internet. I see this guy at the Raptors games flying.
Yeah. And you know what? And I'm getting like, not people being sick of it. People are like, yo, you're actually pretty dope with it. Like you're because you know what I mean? I tap into this creative zone. And I'm like, if I could really do this every day, I would just have movies and shit. I'd be a movie star now.
So wait a minute. Can you break it down to us? Because like you're the first one, I think, out of the four of us who's been using Soras, right?
Yeah.
Or Sora.
You know who I got to big up for using it too, right? But I didn't see him using it. So don't be thinking I'm biting you. We're just great minds think alike. Nemesis,
yeah. Nemesis went crazy.
Yeah, but I'm going mad.
Yeah.
I'm going mad.
So what's the prompts? Like, how do you set up like a prompt to like do you flying through the air going to a Blue Jays game?
My mind. Well, first of all, you have to write it, right? The cameo. So I make it like a cameo. I add myself. I add my picture. Blah blah blah. And then I get extreme with the Chat GPT.
Yeah.
So I start feeding it some wild stuff out of my brain. Because if you look in the background of my shit, you'll see something else going on.
So like what's like the words you would use in the prompt?
Okay, like Dusty Wallace, 1970s pimp, telling ladies like, you know what I mean?
Okay, man.
And dress him up like this and like that. Have him downtown Toronto talking in an aggressive Toronto slang.
That's great. And then how fast does it take to make the video?
That's just a circle.
Wow.
Bomb.
And Bob, you got magic. And then hold on, before you post it, you could be like, because you know what? I have a likeness for my image, so I can control the likeness right now.
Yeah.
Wowzers. I hear it say something that it's not so really supposed to say. So what I do, I cut it back. I go back into the chat, and then I say more, or I delete. And then I make it come to what it has to come to. Like if you guys see like when he's talking in an aggressive T-dot slang, it's because I programmed it to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Does it give you the dialogue as well, or you're writing the actual words they're saying?
I write a lot of the scripts, right? But I can still say like it kind of gives it to you too.
And you can probably like just speech it in too. You could just probably like just do a voice recording of what you write instead too.
Well, if you do it from the ChatGPT, then copy it and then after paste it in there, yeah.
Do you have to upload a sample of your voice?
Yes, I did. I uploaded me saying four numbers like 47, 48. So like,
wow.
Yo, that actually sounds like you.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I turned myself into a Rastaman sitting in a bush.
That's on your page right now. Let me pull it up on the screen.
That's on my Sora page.
Oh, that's on your Sora. That's not even on your Instagram yet.
No, but it's on my TikTok.
Wow.
I didn't put it on. I'm in a different meta world with this right now. I'm going off of TikTok.
Yo, we could have AI pods of us.
I do have an AI pod of us. You want to see?
Sorry, gang. We'll get to the topic in a second. This is just like crazy.
You want to see?
All of us are in it?
That is kind of mad stuff.
Right? I need your face still.
Let me just pull up Dusty Wallace's page here. Let's go to Dusty's page here. So you said you have the Rasta one up here already? Let me pull up some of these other ones here. Look at this one here.
Attention fans, we have an unexpected arrival on the field.
Yo, you see me touch down, eh? Straight out the shuttle. Still got the Stardust on the cleats. Toronto in the building heavy. Mans didn't fly across galaxies to sit. I'm here to play quick.
Attention fans, we have an unexpected.
It's
And
like
now I made the duration like more longer, right? So it's like 15 seconds instead of 10. So I'm killing it.
There's this one here.
Yeah, it's your host, Dusty Wallace. You already know what it is. This is the We Love Hip Hop Network.
Right?
Right.
And then there's the one
See
here.
the colors, fam? Jay's blue sliding through Cali proper, man, still crisp. Palm trees watch me, but they know the vibe. Dayton spinning, candy dripping. Whole block look like a movie. Trust. And look where we at now, right? Right in front of the house. Yo, Dodgers, see the colors, fam?
It sounds
Yo,
a little
Dodgers?
like you.
It's
but
not like an American Dusty.
Yeah.
But like, because I gotta go back in it and be like more
You gotta
aggressive.
fine tune it, yeah.
More aggressive.
Yeah.
But see, I'm like at it so fast now because I don't want the next niggas to get to it before me. So I'm just like, all right, put it here. Blah, blah, blah. Put it out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can go back in and work it out.
Listen, man, I think that's some dope shit, man.
It's dope.
Okay, let's get to our, you know what, while we're getting to our weekends, because it's a busy weekend over here. The Blue Jays game is going on.
No.
Blue Jays is in a one, well, not today, but like it was like a 1-1 tie from the last time that we linked, because last night there was a Blue Jay game on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Monday is the game. So while we're doing this, there'll be a game 3, right? So hopefully the Blue Jays win. Vibes Cartel concert is going on tonight while we're filming this.
Crazy.
Right?
I'm ready.
And last night was the Playerz Ball.
Yes, it
Right?
was.
All the players play. So
Across the world.
DJ Czar was in the building. Right?
Why do you look like
He looks like he's stretching. He's like, just got out of bed.
It was a long. I had a long day yesterday.
So tell me about it, man. What happened? Like, give me the lead up to the Playerz Ball and then the Playerz Ball.
Well, firstly, I went to the Canada First protest before that.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll be talking about that today too. So
I went to that, and then I linked with Natural, and then we pulled up to the event, and then One Take Jake was there. He was our cameraman.
oh, dope.
That's why he's not here today. God damn it.
So me and Natural, we go there. We're with the media, so we're there early. We're around maybe 5:30 or so.
Yeah.
Immediately get recognized and get into a 10-minute discussion with an individual whose name was Jojo, I believe. Shout out to Jojo. They had a talk about, childhood celebrity crushes, pod wars with Pretentious Diaries already, right? So I'm like, okay, it's like one of those spots. Like people kind of know us a little bit,
Yeah.
So then, boom, we set up by the red carpet, and eventually people start to come, and we're doing red carpet interviews for We Love Hip Hop, because it's going to be a We Love Hip Hop vlog shot by One Take Jake, DJ Natural, DJ Czar. So stay tuned.
Exclusive.
Yeah. A lot of people are asking where you were. A lot, right? And honestly, it was good. Like, we were interviewing the people, and eventually, we seen people that we knew.
Mm-hmm.
Naturals doing his tin, collaborating with people, and then the show starts. Now, for me, all I saw was the first performance. It just started. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're like, all right, everyone, we're gonna start. It just started. Like, we got to get this going. They're running a little late.
And
A little late is crazy. It was mad late. It was
How late?
It was probably supposed to start at 6:30. Was it supposed to? I think it's supposed to start at 6:30.
It was supposed to be 6 to 12. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, 6 to 12. They ended up starting at 7:38, maybe 8:30.
Yeah, and they had a lot of performances and awards and presenters to go through. So I think overall for the first ever Playerz Ball, it was great.
Yeah.
Of course, there's always going to be things you can improve on, and I think with time, that'll happen as well. It was great to see that many people in the city pull up. It was a pretty good turnout, I would say. Natural, what was your angle of the evening?
Okay, so we pull up, man, I'm looking fresh, taking shots, balling up, everything. When we get there, there's already man outside, as I said. We're mingling, blah, blah, blah. What I will say, there was a lot of geldom there. A lot of proper geldom. The artists came out, the content creators, a lot of media people were out there, GTV, Toronto 6, whatever.
Underground Nation was there. Toronto Stop 6.
Yeah. Toronto's top 6. Yeah. All those people were out there. So, and I do think it was a good networking experience, especially the beginning with the red carpet and stuff. Like a lot of the artists and the content creators, Club Chat, Newbie was there too. So there was a lot of opportunities for the creators and artists to mingle and collaborate, which I don't feel like there's a lot of opportunities for that. So I feel like that was wicked. You know, that was proper. Like even just to look around and see the dancehall artists and the R&B artists and the Afrobeat artists and all these people from different worlds just in the same room as Toronto creators, I was like, this is wicked.
That sounds dope, man.
Yeah, it was proper. So that aspect was fire. When the actual show started, then I started to see where like, okay, this is the first one. Like with the sound system, the microphone, like it wasn't powerful enough. And then I realized they don't have a sub. So like they just had the two speakers. I'm like, this is how I set up if I'm DJing like a baby shower or something, you know? So like I would say the sound, whoever set up the sound, they could have invested a little more so the audience would be able to hear, because I feel like because the sound wasn't hitting hard enough, the audience lost interest about halfway through. And then when like artists are performing and whatnot, the music isn't hitting hard enough to keep the audience engaged.
Like I seen Solo IS running through the crowd, but it was like he wasn't singing that.
You know, and like
because you probably couldn't hear the music in the crowd then.
Yeah, it was just like you could hear it, but it wasn't hitting, you know, like the bass wasn't rumbling through your chest and them things, you know? Like,
yeah, because I feel like it was a big space and there were a lot of people and people are talking. There's also a divide with the audience section and then there are a bunch of tables.
Right.
So everyone was at a table with their friends, drinking. There was food. There was good food. They had like appetizers and hors d'oeuvres and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so I also think the lighting was probably a big thing because with award shows, right? Like you have all the attention towards the stage, even the lighting.
That's true.
If it was in the theater, perhaps maybe next time.
Okay, so where was it now that it's done?
I don't. It's like what was it, Queen and like Jarvis or something?
Yeah, Queen and Jarvis. It seemed like a banquet hall type thing,
like an event space. It was on the 4th floor.
It was nice. It did look. Yeah, it did look very nice. You know, like. But I do agree. What they should have had was maybe a way to like kill the house lights and just have a spotlight on the stage when the actual show was going on, because like when the house lights are on, it encourages people to talk amongst themselves and not.
Yeah, there's no separation between whether it's going on or like you know when a show's done, then you turn on the lights and you're like, okay, it's done.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There's no separation.
Yeah. And what I realized actually about the Toronto audience, and I think this is useful, especially for DJs. So, you know, there was a host, I don't want to get his name wrong. Trey Molly?
Yeah, Trey Molly. Because you said Trey Molly last time.
Yeah,
Trey, oh, my bad.
So Trey Molly, he did a great job.
Yeah,
excellent host, excellent MC. And, you know, he's doing the typical MC thing where it's like, Toronto, make some noise. Where we at? Like, come on, you know?
Yeah.
But then Tia Banks was presenting an award and she kind of like called out the Toronto audience. Like, are you guys serious right now? This is the first Playerz Ball. We got all these artists and this is how you guys are moving. The energy is low.
Yeah.
And that kind of got the Toronto audience a little hyped and like open to participating. Because like people are too cool to like participate. I feel.
Toronto audiences, you have to like page them first, you know?
Exactly.
Like, you have to regulate. They respect you when you regulate them first. They're kind of like New York.
You know what it goes back to, and Dusty, you can attest to this also. Screwface Capital.
Yeah.
We go, just go stand up.
No, might as well be there presenting and them was just having their own conversations back to the audience. No, literally. You have to say, hey, yo, what you not do? Yo, we all came here for one purpose, alright? So what are you guys really doing right now? You have to really cuss the audience, and it's like, all right.
Yeah.
This has been going on forever.
But I will say this one woman tried to do, I think her name is Charmaine or something.
Oh, Charmaine. Are we going to talk about that?
Juno Award winning.
Yeah, oh my God.
Charmaine,
So
we can get into this.
She was performing, and her performance was going well.
She had one of the best performances.
You know what I mean? Like she did her 2 songs, and like, but like people were engaged, but because she didn't have the whole room, I guess like, she decided like, okay, like now is going to be my moment. She stops the music and then she's like, there is a man in here that violated me.
No, okay. Natural is right, but this is how it started. First, she was like, hey, I'm going to need everyone to be quiet right now.
Oh, yes.
So that's how it started. She took off her shades. She's like, everyone, quiet. I don't hear quiet. And everyone's like, still talking. She's like, I said be quiet.
And the thing is, I would say like 80% of the room is quiet.
What the hell is going on?
But on the sides, there's like 20% of people having their conversation. But they're on the sides. Like the main audience is quiet and focused on what you're saying. But because she didn't have every single person in the room dead silent, Like she was, everyone be quiet right now. I have something to say. I have something to say. I'm not putting the music back on until everybody in the room is silent.
Oh my God.
At first, I thought this was like gonna play into
So
like her
who's the
next
man
song
that
called like "Be
violated?
Quiet" or something. You know, I'm like maybe this is like a skit going into her next song, and it's all part of the show. And then like she was like first, then she said, "As a woman," that's when how the sentence started, right? As a woman, something. I need y'all to be quiet. Today, I was violated or disrespected by a man. I can't even take a piss without XYZ. And all of a sudden, you see Twine coming to like take the mic and like the host get back on stage.
Did it be Apollo with the hook?
Yo, and then it was like, in a way, everyone was quiet after that because we're like, yo, what just happened? Because it was like a mini crash out. But I want to say this because I don't know the entirety of the situation. So I don't know what happened to her. So I'm not gonna like disregard.
Not to make any
feelings.
bro.
Make it lighter. But what I will say is that like it changed the vibe, I feel.
Yeah, it did change the vibe.
And her music is so good. Like her
Yeah.
first 2 songs, I'm like, yo, like I've never heard this is sick. And
No,
she had the
Charmaine's
most
amazing.
crowd
Yeah.
engagement out of anyone. Like
And I don't think it was like a sexual violation or anything. So when she said, oh, like I was disrespected by a man today, blah, blah, blah. In my head, I was just thinking like, yo, I was disrespected by beer mans today. Like,
Nacho did say that to me. Like,
you know what
right
I mean?
then
Like,
and there.
not to like invalidate anyone's experience,
Man,
but I do feel like,
disrespecting, fam?
not like that. But I just mean like, I feel like women enter the industry and then like things happen to them and they're like, oh, this will never happen to a man. But like, none of those things do happen to the man them out there, you know? I just feel like we just kind of just taking it as like, oh, this is kind of what the world is.
Comes with the territory.
Yeah, like you know how many mans were just walking across our camera while we were doing red carpet interviews, and like we could be like, "Yo, we got disrespected by like constantly." And if a woman did that across our camera, we'd be like, "Yo, a woman disrespected and violated me." She kept walking in front of the camera, but I'm not gonna downplay what she went through. Shout out to Charmaine.
We got to know exactly what it is.
I don't know enough
You gonna make
context.
Charmaine call up in like about 70-something hours and be like, she's gonna come and tell us what happened.
You never know.
I think you should ask her because I think that was almost the highlight of the show in a way.
She's alumni. We love hip hop alumni.
She's sick. She's so talented. Great vibe. I felt bad. Like a lot of people were consoling her after, and like it must have been a big deal or big disrespect because like even when we were leaving, like it was still kind of like ongoing a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, I must have been.
Wow.
Who was it? Was it like someone she knows?
I think it was someone like a part of the show.
But she didn't say like what it was. She didn't give any context. She said, "Oh, I was disrespected today," so it was so vague.
But maybe it was like she didn't even. Was she even gonna mention it? Like, I don't even think she was getting to that because it's not like she opened with like, "Oh, I got disrespected today." It was like she wanted people to be quiet and get their attention, and that wasn't really working in a sense. So then maybe she resorted to that.
Yeah, she elevated it. Yeah.
And then but other than that, the performances were good. The awards were pretty good. You know, like for the first one, it was good. I see the vision. What I would suggest, like, and this is just my suggestion, obviously, you know what I mean, like as a spectator, but I do feel like the audience kind of got tired at a certain point. They kind of got over it.
Yeah.
So what I would say to keep the engagement is like maybe set a budget aside to have like a staple performer at the end. So like people would want to stay to like maybe see like whoever, like even if they get like a local, like a Jamaican artist for like a 5 bands or something, they could get someone who like they can even get like Egyptian for like 10 bands or something. You know what I mean? Like that would make the audience stay for the whole thing, stay in their seats, so they could see the performance at the end. Because even as they're recording and people are just getting up and leaving, like it kind of looks bad, and like half the seats in the audience are gone and stuff. You know, like.
Yeah.
That doesn't look good on camera later on.
And I want to add this. So right after Charmaine, Nanu, the crazy Latina, she goes to
Another
receive
alumni.
an award. And she was like, yo, Charmaine, I feel you. I was also disrespected today. And like she's facing where me and Natural are sitting, right? A man tried to bring up my past, but look at me. I won. I'm a queen. I'm an artist, right?
Who might they be talking about?
And the whole time Natural's going like this to me.
Nah, because we did an interview with her before.
We did, yeah.
And Zara literally brought up her, but I guess it's not her past, it's her current.
Well, like, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, but what I said, right, was
I'm so entertained.
because this is based on my knowledge,
So
right?
what?
Like she was a rapper, and then like I don't know, being a Toronto rapper is tough, right? And then I thought she got into the adult industry because I had seen a video of her.
Back
Normally
getting
do.
blown out.
You seen the video?
I seen the video with my eyes.
On Reddit?
I don't know where it was. It was years ago. But all I remember was like,
Years
hold
ago,
on.
dog.
Yeah.
So she been in the game for a minute doing this shit.
Listen, don't say that.
Why not? You just said
Because
it.
apparently, I don't know. So I'm like, yo, so like I saw you start rapping, then you got into like adult films.
Porn.
Like, how did that like
Porn.
affect the way that, you know, people
Why you put
receive
it on
your
the hoodie
music?
for Friday?
She's like,
Why you put it on your hoodie
as soon
for
as-
This is
Friday?
a valid question.
You hide
as soon
from
as
the
bro
camera
said
Friday?
as soon as bro said that, she was like, I don't do adult films. And then it's just silence. She's like, I maybe do a little OnlyFans, but it's all softcore. I don't do anything hardcore.
Softcore. What's the difference? We
And
still
then, like-
mix here.
And then like it kind of like me and hers vibe, like the whole vibe changed, and it didn't help that after like
Awkward.
she was gonna give you the blow jiggity until you said all that.
I tried to smooth it down a little bit, though. I
yeah,
tried to smooth it
Natural
out.
did some good damage control. And then she just like, I don't know how this came up, but like she just said she was a witch. And I kind of did this. Right? Because I'm a
Those you step
Christian,
back.
you know what I'm
Those you step
saying? Like,
back.
I'm crying.
and then she was like, what's wrong with that? Like, why are you judging me? And so I'm like, yo, I'm not judging, like, you know, and then Natural's like, actually, a lot of people don't realize that magic.
Oh, you went off into your Poindexter mode.
Natural, like,
This
got
guy
like
went
so
off
many
into
points.
Poindexter.
Right?
Yeah,
Was
I
it Poindexter?
was pandering a little bit still, but also I'm just
Poindexter
like,
over here.
Damage control too.
yeah, no, but I'm just like, yo, not all like quote unquote magic is like
Yeah.
evil, you know? Like you can use like spirituality and stuff for good, you know? You
I was
guys-
like, well, I'm a wizard.
And like she wasn't shy about it. We were like, oh, like what deity do you worship? She's like Lilith, Aphrodite.
that was too much, though. That was too much.
And then I said Lilith.
Wow.
That was Adam's first wife,
Wife.
alleged. But that's not even in the Bible. That's just like Jewish mysticism and
Yeah,
stuff.
anything named Lily, Lilith.
She's like, yeah,
is
like
the
you know, she
devil.
didn't want to get under Adam, and
would've
that's why he
said
made
nickname.
Eve.
Hold on. How long were you guys standing in that spot for?
Every
This was a lot.
Right?
She locked them in with the witchcraft.
You guys
and
had
yo-
like a 30-minute podcast over there,
Yo,
bro.
every interview was like a podcast. I was
Yeah,
so
it was-
tired
it
by
was
the end
bad.
of it.
It was
But this is
bad.
what I want to say. Like, Nanu, shout out to you. You had a great
Salute.
performance. You have good music. I was actually vibing to the
She
tracks,
does.
and I didn't mean to disrespect you. You know, that I just wanted
He
to
didn't.
do my little journalism. And yeah, it wasn't, and maybe she wasn't talking about me, but she was facing us. You know what
a
I'm
few
saying?
moments later.
No, honestly.
She put the hocus pocus on you, buddy.
But I'm not gonna lie, I was just glazing the shotties the whole time.
You're
still,
glazing
like-
them, eh?
So it was a good cop, bad cop situation one. And
It was. Natural.
That was like, you're right.
I'm just talking about the girl that was outfits and stuff. I'm just like, yo.
He doesn't understand.
I know Poindexter over here.
I'm trying to
Trying to get
up
fair
the
points
retention with the
Off
ladies, you
your
know.
fuck up.
But I think it was good because it was a largely like black event, right?
Mhm.
So Natural was like, he was like, you know, complimenting the girls' dresses and stuff. I feel like if I did that, it either looked gay or racist. You know what I'm saying? So
What you trying to say, white boy?
It's like, wow, look at you eating that dress up. Natural like clock in, clock.
They'd have been like, yeah,
Doing
the knees and shit,
No,
whatever.
Not because I took it like, man, these new shotties, these new shotties are kind of hard to talk to. You know what I mean? But I feel like if you just insert 1, 2 of these like colloquialism, 1, 2 of these like things they say, instantly they just like start rocking with you off bat.
It's disarming is what we call it.
Yeah, it's disarming. But like it's perfect, and then like the interview can just go nice after that, you know? Because like,
This guy's trying to find other ways of not calling it game.
He's like, bodies, tea, okay.
At the same time, I can rope this thing.
no, right? I'm like 360 for the
My
camera.
mind was going.
Don't give him too much natural, bro. You're giving out all your secrets, bro.
You're that 20,
As soon as they see
25
natural
game.
coming in, we're like, oh, here he comes.
But overall, man, it was
Trying
a
to get
great
my panties, man.
experience.
It
Shout out to
sounds like
all the
it.
performers, all the award winners, the nominees, Jay Dusk. I think Jay Dusk had a really good performance.
Yeah.
And what I think is key is that if you're performing, have backup dancers and not like your homies in the back just going like this with a cup. You know what I'm saying? Like you need a girl doing the splits in the back. Like it was actually engaging.
Choreography.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
she
yeah,
had
yeah.
good dancers. She had a like good performance. What are some other memorable moments before we get off this topic?
Yeah,
You say,
give me one more, and then we'll get to some other topics here.
the Afro. Well, I'm trying to think. Maybe the Afro beats people. Them.
There's a lot more Afro beat artists than I've ever seen. Yeah, like I didn't realize how big of a community we had here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we were even talking to this one shouting like she opened up for like I think it was Olamide. I think with Asake as well, like a couple of those mans and stuff. She opened up Scotiabank Arena, you know. So there was a lot of like proper people out there. Paris Richards was out there.
Paris Richards won an award as well.
Salute.
She did really well.
Yo, what do you think about her body though?
Me personally, I like it.
Let's not discuss that on the
Oh,
podcast.
okay, bye.
But yes.
Yeah, no body shaming or anything, you know, like.
But yeah, salute to Twy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, big salute to Twy.
Hopefully you guys got another one going on next year, man. Players Club, man. That's a really, really dope idea.
Playerz Ball.
And a lot of people were asking. Every single person was like, "Where's Friday?
Next
Friday?"
Next year.
For real?
I'll pull up next year.
Yo,
suit it up.
Remember he said that.
Suit it up and boot it up. Me and Friday.
Yeah. We'll be there, man.
I'm gonna save up for my fur jacket for next one.
Yeah,
you better.
Okay, so I got something here that is a little more sports related. We were kind of talking about this the other day. The NBA gambling ring.
Discover Canna Cans, where quality meets innovation. With over 24 premium strains, each carefully sealed in our signature cans for maximum freshness. We're redefining the cannabis experience. Trusted Canada-wide for consistency and reliability. We deliver the product you deserve. Elevate your expectations and explore the difference with Canna Cans. You can find Canna Cans on Instagram at CannaCans_Canada, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page, DiamondClub_Ontario. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a little discount. Salute to the sponsors. Cheers.
All right. There's a huge gambling ring the FBI has been arresting people, Chauncey Billups, a whole bunch of different people. And there's two different layers to the shit. There's the one with the gambling with Chauncey Billups with the actual gambling, like betting and stuff at his crib and stuff, or at like gambling rings, right? But then I don't know exactly who the other guy, the name of the player or coach, who's fixing games. So they're on two levels of gambling.
Well, Chauncey Billups is a coach right now.
Damon Jones?
It's Damon Jones, yes.
But I do want to say, because you're calling it the NBA gambling ring, isn't it technically the Mafia's gambling ring? And the NBA players are just kind of like underlings or like, because the media is using all these NBA faces and putting the NBA names out there, but like it's the Giovannis and the Soprano man names that are controlling.
It's supposed to be the Genovese family or
there's
Gambino
a bunch of Italian families.
Yeah, but they're protected.
With the families.
Yeah,
for now.
But they've been arresting a few people, right? So I'm gonna play a news story over here.
All right, we've got some breaking news for you. Miami Heat point guard Terry Rozier and Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups have been arrested in connection to an FBI sports gambling investigation. Next hour, we're expecting FBI Director Kash Patel to appear with the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York at a press conference announcing indictments surrounding those allegations. All right, CNN's Kara Scannell is joining us now with the latest. What are you learning about this? This just came in just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, these arrests just happened. And of course, the Miami Heat guard, Terry Rozier, and Chauncey Billups, the head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, have been arrested. A third former NBA player is also charged. And what law enforcement officials tell us is that there are two separate schemes here. One involved a game rigging scheme. That's involved Terry Rozier. And he allegedly provided information about who was playing in games, who might be on the injury list, to some of the sports bettors that he was involved with. And he benefited himself financially. According to one official, he bowed out of a game faking an injury about 9 minutes in to help whatever bet had been placed on that game. Then there is a separate alleged scheme, and that's the one that allegedly involves the coach of the Trailblazers. And in that alleged scheme, that also involves 3 families from the New York Mafia families, the Genovese, the Bonanno, and the Gambino crime families. This is a poker scheme, according to sources, that involved playing Texas Hold'em, and that Billups was part of that scheme, attending these games. And according to one official, his attendance was there to be used as sort of a distraction to some of the other players who were playing, all part of a poker ring. So 2 separate sports getting.
So, and just to give a little bit more context with the poker games, right? They had like these tables that had like X-ray tables, glasses, card counting, all types of things was going on. So like they were just killing people on the bets, bro, just taking bare money. And Chauncey Billups is the face of that part? That's crazy, fam. One, is there any Raptors involved? I'm not a sports guy. I always say this all the time. If there are any Raptors that are wrapped up, because there's more than just these people that they're mentioning. And
they mentioned the Raptors, but they didn't mention any players yet.
So can you guys break down, before I ask my next question, who else is involved in this and what else is going on?
Well, one former Raptor was charged with wire fraud. I think Michael Porter Jr., right?
Yeah, but that's how you notice the whole team has been dismantled already. A lot of the players that are going to be charged from the Raptors are not Raptor players right now.
Well, hopefully, and I know the NBA commissioner is doing a lot of work to kind of like talk about how they're like, getting more tough on gambling.
Yeah.
But I want to allege that low key, I feel like Gilbert Arenas is an informant.
Yeah, he said he was going to do it.
And
I don't see him doing that.
Have you seen?
He's too real.
They recently posted a clip of like them talking about it, and everyone's like, "Gil, how was that cheese Danish that they gave you and stuff for the coffee?" And maybe it's a joke, but I think that all these NBA players are going to comply with the wishes of law enforcement, and we could see a breakdown of the Italian mafia, at least the sports betting aspect of it, because it's going to be public now.
Yes, but that brings me to my next question, because a lot of this stuff has been opened up because gambling, online gambling, all these things, they've legalized it in a lot of different states and stuff like that.
Especially
and
New Jersey,
all these different places. And now it's a thing. Is it going to affect the online gambling world?
No, it improves it in a sense. But what happens is with these families that are getting caught up in it, they end up a lot of these families have stakes in these casinos. So if you're now teeter-tottering with the FBI and all that, you're not a candidate anymore. So let's just say there's another couple families that are bidding to be casino owners, and they know, okay, the Giovanni family, all these families are going to get it before us. Let's get them out of here. We know a little something. Let's get them out of here. Yeah. So that actually disrupts a lot.
Well, even like with these games, right? Because there's like all of these different sports apps and stuff like that, and people are betting on the games. But now that we know that mans are just taking games off and leaving games early and stuff like that, is that going to affect the public when you're betting on these apps? I don't know what's going to happen, bro.
Not really, because mid-game you could be placing bets.
Yeah, but if the fix is in for somebody, like how could I win?
I think what we have to like pinpoint is that gambling is an addiction. So I feel like no matter what, it's like no matter what humans are going to do drugs, no matter what they're going to gamble.
Yeah.
Especially competitive people, right? A lot of these athletes are hyper competitive. And I just want to add, so do you know this guy named Michael Franzesi or something? He's like a former mob guy.
Yes, he's been on Vlad TV mad times.
Okay, so what he said, just like a Sparks Note version of what he said is, these Italian families, they work with these gambling companies. these NBA players will somehow get into like gambling debt, right? With these guys. So first they'll be like, yo, I'm gonna reduce it. Yo, make sure you give me this much every week.
Yeah.
Now that NBA player will try to make another bet to cover his old debts and like dig himself in a hole, right? Now they have an opportunity. They have a way out. They say, look, for the next game you play, miss your first 3 shots or like this, that, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to know what happens if you don't make me my money back. And I think they do that NFL, MLB, NBA, like they in every sport. And they win big. You lose big, but you win big. And that's like, it's like millions of dollars for not really lifting a finger.
Yeah, but if that's happening with the mob and these different players, and me just regular Joes at home, and I'm like, I want to use, I don't know, I'm not even going to name any of the sports bet apps, but I want to use one of these apps and bet on a game. But I'm thinking it like, okay, the game's not fixed, and the mob already fixed this shit, and they already know the outcome of this shit, and I'm betting on it thinking that I'm just going to try to just win off of the integrity of the game?
No, literally, because I do get that gambling is an addiction, but because man still want to win and get that high of winning, there's so many different other things you can gamble on. If I know that the NBA is quote unquote rigged, I'm not gonna use that to gamble. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna do like some Bejeweled or some next thing. Like there's so many different games you could even play. Like I just feel like there's this
play slots or something.
You know what I mean? Like,
but this goes deeper, man. Like a lot of these NBA players were already being like fueled like this since high school. They're being bet on since high school. Chauncey Billups been being bet on since high school. A lot of these players, Garnett, high school. So like they've been missing shots since college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Working for these families. Probably. Like you gotta be real about it, right?
Yeah.
So like everything comes to an end, right? And then for him to be that deep in it, like where you're part of the scheme where like the glasses and all that.
well,
Where the
like
f- where the
even though
F
they
did
had
you
all
learn
that stuff, they did get sloppy because I remember this clip resurfaced. There was like some popular poker player or whatever, and he was talking about he got invited to a game that Chauncey Billups was at.
Yeah.
And he just heard that it wasn't on the up and up. It wasn't too solid from a couple sources.
Yeah.
So he didn't go, but he had veterans that went.
Yeah.
And he's saying that like pro players are losing to like waistsuits and like in like weird ways and like ways that don't make sense. So like it was kind of obvious that they were cheating.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like if these pro players are kind of like aware of this, they're going to talk to their linkies or whatever. There are people who have ties to the FBI and stuff and say, yo, investigate these guys. Like they're trying to cheat, man them out their millions. And once mans are making millions, the government wants their in on it too. So,
So I'll play it for you.
Vegas for this must have been like 5 years ago, 2019-ish, I think, where there was this game. It started in LA and then it came to Vegas for a few days, and it was all built around Chauncey Billups. And the person who told me about it was like, look, I know the game runners. I'm telling you 100% this game is on the up and up. And I was like, well, I know a lot of the people that are involved, and I'm telling you 100% that it is not. I had some friends who went and played it both in LA and in Vegas, and it obviously like was for sure confirmed to be cheated. Like people who clearly didn't even understand the rules of no limit hold'em are just like jamming hundreds of big blinds in with like a gutty and then just drilling it. Only the pros are losing. It was basically confirmed amongst all of the pros that the game was cheated, but there's just no recourse.
Gotcha.
And they got absolutely filleted. What's up?
So
So think about it, like they've been doing this for a long time.
That was 2019 they were talking about, right?
Who was it? Wasn't Chauncey Billups involved in when it was like some strippers or something?
That was
like,
Gil.
That was Gil.
Gilbert Arenas. What Gilbert Arenas was doing was hosting illegal poker games. And offering a female companionship to the these players.
Yeah. So think about it, like this is all gonna get busted sooner or later.
But
man.
do you feel like it's easy for us to kind of demonize gambling? But if we were multi-millionaires, like, do you feel like we'd be involved in gambling, even if it was a one-time, like a celebrity friend of yours, like, come, let's go to like the casino. You spend 50 bands, you just made like 200.
I
That's
don't
like
know,
a different
man.
type of rush.
I've been so anti-gambling my whole life just even from watching mans play dice and stuff like that, I never wanted to contribute because I don't like losing money from something that I didn't invest in. Just because we were playing a game and us playing a game, I lost my money through. That never sat well with me, bro.
Well, I was always, I guess, like, I don't want to say like a savvy gambler, but like I never would bet more than like I'm willing to lose, Like, so even if I was going to play like a little dice or whatever, I would just have, okay, this is the money that I'm willing to spend. And if I lose this, I'm not going to care type thing.
Yeah.
And there has been times where like I would just win big and I'm like, okay, I'm satisfied. Like,
you back out.
Yeah. So like, but I know that people have addictive personalities where once they get that
personality.
rush,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They just have to mimic it more.
I got a good friend. He gambles. He'll be down to like $7, then boom, hit it. And then after boom, spend it again, do it again. He watches the show, you know what I'm talking about. I love it. But he be winning big still, and just right there off of his phone. You know what I mean?
He's a professional gambler. There's people who are professional gamblers.
And it's not, and you know what it is? It's not like on some like it's at a specific time at night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Dark hours. Dark hours.
Might be the odds might be better.
Yeah. And he gets it.
I do want to add that when you were saying, does this undermine sports betting? I think the best sport bettors are almost aware of like that political side of the game where it's like they're not going to let Curry get 28 points against Sacramento or like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like they're playing the game within the game. They're not just like, oh, Golden State is better than the Rockets. I'm going to bet on Golden State. It's like, nah, these guys need a loss. These guys are doing this. Like, and some of them are tapped in.
It's another level to be like, okay, just randomly, I'm going to check out of the game. Like, and it's an unprecedented thing. It's not something you've done before. Like, they said one of the mans would like, I think it was Terry Rozier or whatever. Normally he would get like 20-something points a game, and then just randomly one game he just checked out in the first quarter saying, "Oh my foot hurts," and like so like, how could you foresee that? You know what I mean? How could you even try to predict something like that?
Yeah,
you know?
Unless you had an insider. The only way is if you had an insider.
Exactly.
You know that's how Michael Jordan's father died.
From gambling.
That's what they say. I never really confirmed that.
Oh, I watched that game that when he bet on his son. I watched that game.
So he bet on Jordan to do something.
To win.
And then they weren't happy about the results.
Jordan that night, I think it was like 2 or 3 dunks missed. Like literally open. Boom. Ball. Bounce off the hook. Back out. Then again. Boom. And then like, I don't know, like a day or two later, Mike's dad dead.
Wait, so you're... Are you saying that
they said it was some guys? I remember hearing the story too, but and the guys are in jail now. They're coming out or something like that.
Are you saying that his dad bet on the game and then lost, or
I always felt like
people?
that was I always felt that was the reason. I know that's the reason.
I feel like I could see a sense of like where maybe Mans wanted Jordan to do something and Jordan didn't do it, and then they went to do it. But
did his dad for it?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I don't see Michael Jordan's dad just being in debt and then they just go smoke him.
No, you bet on your your child to win the game. What do you mean?
But
and then he didn't win the game, and then you probably got his dad. You know what I mean? Like the money, like you're giving your father like something. You got to watch the documentary on it, right?
But it kind of got debunked also because Vlad interviewed the guy who killed Jordan's dad, and they were saying that they were just at a hotel chilling, smoking, and then they went and robbed somebody, and it just happened to be him.
Random.
Yeah.
But it was the night when he lost a certain game. It was like either a playoff game or something. But then that's where everybody back in the day, that's where they connected it to, because his father was gambling. Michael Jordan gambles. You know what I'm saying? So a whole, that should get you killed.
Well, I don't know, man. I just feel like I don't think it's just the NBA.
Yeah.
We're going to start getting more information probably as it rolls out. And we're going to start seeing, there was some stuff in football and baseball and everything. Right?
I do think the NBA is being targeted, though.
Well, it just started too, bro. So that's kind of convenient,
yeah,
no?
It's crazy timing. It's crazy timing.
They're trying to mess it up. The views. They're trying to mess up the...
Listen, bro. Now the season just started and we're all looking at this TV sideways, bro.
No,
that's crazy.
We're going more to football.
Like Kasper told you, is like he moves weird because
hockey.
Because every time he does a press conference, it's like, hey, look at these black people, look at these black people. But the one person we've been asking y'all for, and the one person that you guys promised to tell us about, there's nothing there. Don't worry about it.
The Epstein list, we still see
you know what
that
I mean? But oh, look at these niggas.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what's interesting though? Do you remember the NBA ref Tim Donahue?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like some white guy, and like he took like when David Stern was the commissioner, it's kind of like they put all the NBA betting issues on him. So he was a ref that was like, I don't want to say rigging games, but like a foul here, a foul there, letting them know who's injured, who's not, right?
Yeah.
And then I think he got arrested as well, and then like he got like removed from the NBA. But he recently did an interview, and he was saying like, "Yo, it's more than I'm the one that was like the fall guy, but like all these guys are doing it. Every sport is doing it. It's almost like hard to avoid. The mob approaches you. What, you just say I don't gamble? Like that's probably the only way you'll be okay.
Sure you don't. We just saw you make 2 bets. Let's be friends.
And sometimes in a sense of like, once they approach you, you don't even have a choice.
It's too late, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're a target because you have the money.
Yeah.
So they already planned you out like from time, like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. He's gonna probably try to resist, but then we're gonna say this and da. Yeah.
We're gonna go out there and catch some of these high flying Moulians over there.
Because it's probably like,
you know,
okay,
these little
we can't get Steph Curry, we can't get LeBron, but like
bullies.
The sixth man off the bench who can like make an impact, we could definitely touch him and be like, yo, we know where your sister lives, you know.
Yo, do you feel like oftentimes the black community is painted as the face of crime, but the real face of crime are like these like white underlords?
Of course.
Like,
yes.
Of course. We're the fall guys.
The brand of crime is like often attributed to like so-called black people.
Well, bro, there's the mob, there's all these different guys that like I know that they have different people and cultures and stuff, but it's for the most part whites that are running the shit at the top. You know what I'm saying? But you look at it, you would think that we're just a bunch of gangbangers shooting each other. But they don't talk about the freaking mob shootings that happen at the Starbucks and all these different things. You know what I mean? Those just come and go.
There's been a lot of shootings happening in like Bonn and like those areas, and I'm thinking like, is it niggas doing that or is it?
It's niggas doing it
for
people up in higher places, and the people that they're shooting, they're not shooting other niggas' houses. Ain't no nigga who got a bulletproof house, bro. How many niggas? There's not one black person I know in Toronto with a bulletproof house.
Yeah, that's facts.
But whoever's house that wasn't a black person's house that got shot up the other day. That was bulletproof. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So
like, whoa.
What would society look like without the mafia or the underworld? Like, can we even imagine a world where there isn't like these criminal enterprises running the black market?
That's a
organization wouldn't be as organized. It'd be more chaos than it already is.
It'd be worse if it was just the government running ish.
Or if just criminals didn't have any kind of hierarchy.
A hierarchy, any respect, any morals, any scruples, any nuts.
I just feel like with yin and yang, you know, there's always going to be opposite energy, you know, like, so I think that's always going to exist. There's always going to be like the legal market and the black market. There's always going to be government and criminals, you know what I mean? Like rich and poor, like.
You could go this way or go that way.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if there's no like big mob factors and different like the tops, then it's just everybody just foot soldiers? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it'd be chaos.
That'd be chaos, bro. You need bosses.
Yeah, because you would go and do some crazy shit somewhere else, right? Like you go rob a couple stores, and then you rob one of the higher up mob guys' store. He's gonna find you.
Yeah, but there's no higher up.
But now there's no higher up. They'll never find me. You gotta see what I'm saying? That's where the chaos would be.
Yeah.
You would know, like you go and steal something, and you start selling it on the place. If there was no higher ups, we wouldn't know who did it. Kind of thing.
And there's no plugs. Who's going to be the plug?
Yeah, I feel like there's always bosses and there's always workers.
The government.
You know, like
but it kind of
it
undermines every nation and society when like the government isn't even the most powerful institution in your country. It's these criminal families. You look at, but not all like the quote unquote criminal enterprises are bad. Like you look at the Mexican cartel, like apparently like they're good for Mexico. They say, you know what I'm saying? I know the government's always trying to take them down, but like I think a lot of people rock with the Mexican cartel. And they have money invested, a lot of money invested in the economy.
Yeah.
And they like kind of wash it a little bit. So I don't know, man. But it's kind of like everything's an illusion, bro. We be voting for like these politicians. We should really be talking to these criminal families, these mobs, and be like, yo, like, you know, we need a new road on my street. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't worry. My company over here, my concrete company, we're gonna do it.
by the way, how's the family? How's the wife?
And I'll just say this in closing. If you look around, a lot of landscaping and stuff like that, a lot of the same, not the same names, but the same nationality of names. And I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to get no DMs. All right, we'll just leave it there.
Hey, Mulian over there. Hey, he's talking all that curry go eating shit.
It's crazy because like
I'm gonna wrap you like a roti.
American whites were initially hesitant of Jewish families or like Jewish people coming, and then Italians. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of foresaw that, like, yo, these guys are like causing crime. They didn't consider them white.
They're not white.
I didn't want to mention them, and this guy started to break it down.
That's my dude, though. That's my dude, though. They're not all white.
I didn't say nothing. Leave me alone, bro.
You got the Germanic ones, and then you got the Southern ones, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Right. So
okay, let's talk about some rap.
yeah, before we get some real DMs. Hey, Mulian's over there. But we love hip hop over there. Hey,
next time I go to an espresso shop, they just page
when
me.
I go to one of the meat shops, they're gonna be like, hey, you think we didn't see your Mulian's over there?
And they'll be calling you by your first name. Hey, George, come here. Whoa.
You there hanging out with those Mulians?
Sorry.
Letting them talk all that Muli shit.
Okay. Versus. Let's get into versus.
Okay.
Well, you guys are all out yesterday, so did you get to see any of the verses?
Of course I watched it.
I watched it too.
You watched the verses?
Respect me.
Okay.
After you got home, you have enough time, dog.
Yeah, I watched it this morning, bro. So I had to multitask though, because like my charger was there and she was trying to get a little active. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have this going on in the background. I was like, get my little wazzles,
getting an upload jiggity to my ex.
No, literally. I'm like,
Make up say,
I'm like,
nah. Because that was one of the ones that I was like, yeah, that's my tune.
You ain't gotta say it too much from my look at your eyes. I'm like, yo, Friday's an old head, so I know he's gonna want to talk about this. You know? I know he's gonna want to talk about
Not
this.
necessarily, because I watched it, and yes, I do want to talk about it, but I wasn't that impressed, bro. I'll play some clips if you guys want to see some clips.
It's Master P that was killing me, though.
This. Hold on.
I want to do it with you. I want to do it with you.
Bro.
Because they're marching. No living soldiers.
Like, bro, you did your cardio before you did the show, bro.
Yeah, and he was good. They were good.
I recognize. Okay, go for it.
I'll tell you one thing, though. No, you say what you got to say. Mine's going to make sense at the end.
I was going to say, I recognize more songs than I thought I would. You know, I thought it was going to be like a 1-2 track. That, like, I thought it was going to be like a difficult listen type thing, but I was vibing for most of it.
Yeah,
I was vibing for most of it. So.
Okay, so let me play some highlights from the verses. This is Juvenile, who carried this.
Yeah.
Do you call that?
In all black.
In all black.
Chopper style. Chopper style. Chop, chop, chopper style. Chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop.
No lie, I was kind of going crazy.
I was. How did I do my childhood? Chopper style. Chopper style. Chopper style. Chop, chop. Chop, chop.
Hold on. Before I play this is near the end, okay? Let me just, before I play this, because they ran out of time. So some of the biggest tunes, like Back That Ass Up, Strictly for My Niggas with Snoop and all that, they had to just cram that in the end, bro. Like, they're like, no more time. We'll just do 4 more verses. And then they went like, I don't know, another 20 minutes.
But that one with Snoop, though, was crazy.
Yeah. But they had to play the whole song till they got to his verse. I was like, nigga.
But he was on it, though. He was. That's it.
Watch all the aunties going off.
I know.
I know Friday was losing his mind.
I went nuts. I went
crazy. It's my childhood, guys.
He brought out his No Limit chain too.
And his wife.
What niggas?
Big niggas.
Yeah, dog, you with it? Fuck em, let's get em. Bloodies in this motherfucker. Leave a nigga bloody in this motherfucker. Like when I'm in blood.
Okay, so this is Birdman
going crazy,
talking his talk. You know what I'm saying? Stunting. And he sent a shot at Turk, because Turk, And Wayne wasn't there.
Yeah, I know, but he don't say nothing to Wayne. Wayne his son.
Yeah.
Kiss him on the lips.
You don't want to get sued again.
Do something different in the game. I had started this shit young. I was a young man trying to get some money and not be in the streets. And I met BG, I met Wayne, I met Juvie, I met Turk. Shout out to Turk, you little bitch. You ain't here, but fuck you. We gon' fuck with you and we won't fuck with you. You heard me? Don't go off script, nigga. Hey, we gonna fuck with that bitch.
I said, don't go off script. He couldn't help it.
His Alzheimer's kicked back.
He's like, Turk, hate you, nigga. And then Turk, this is Turk's response.
The truth not hating. You feel me? Look, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it all the way real though. I think No Limit tore their ass up.
Facts.
I know almost a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah, because they were the only. Look how deep they came out. First of all, right? They brought out Maya X, and let me show you something about Birdman. You see how many people were in that little entourage of his? That, and then how many were in No Limit? That's to show you Master P took care of his artists.
To a degree, yes.
Yeah, he took care of his artists.
But what does that have to do with the actual performance?
It was the aura.
They had more people.
They had more people, bro.
Everybody that was on the Master P or on the No Limit songs
dressed alike.
No, that too, but they're all there.
Yeah.
And like with the exception of like Mystical, because nobody want to hear from him, right? But like everybody else, like they brought out Snoop.
Yeah.
You guys have the Hot Boys, which is a 4-man group, and two mans out the group are not even there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like
what's the point?
Because I will say that to me, I thought it was kind of like even type thing. Like I didn't. If I were to give a winner, I would say like I like the Cash Money set a little bit more.
They have hits. They have better hits.
You know what I mean? But like, I do think that No Limit, they performed way better than I thought they would still. Like I thought it was going to be heavily one-sided on Cash Money, but it was much more evenly killed.
Yeah.
They brought out Snoop. They couldn't even bring out Weezy.
Bro, they played a milli
I couldn't
just to play it. They're like, yo, we got that. And it's like, well, you're not even here.
You don't even like you niggas.
Y'all just standing around, and then Juvie's doing like the ad-libs to it.
You know what hit me too? I'm sitting there, I'm like, what did they really do to Wayne?
No, Wayne was performing that night in like Las Vegas or somewhere else, bro. You had no time for them, bro. Go get a bigger bag.
Come on. How do you not? What did you do to me for me not to come through to the reunion, dog?
No, because they had a reunion show already.
And he was there. He was there. He was there, actually. He was there.
He just didn't want to go to this one.
Yeah.
Wayne has been a little distant from Baby, though.
He sued him for $51 million, bro. I don't want to hang out with you every time I get an opportunity, bro.
Did you hear the theory that Baby got Wayne's pops smoked and then like kind of like took him under his wing?
No,
that's a wild one right there. I got
Why would he get it? Why would you smoke a man? That's some homo shit. Like to take his son just to have him under his wing because he's
they were kissing on the lips and stuff.
Hey, it worked out, right?
Yeah, because you see when he's running down, I met Juvie. I'm like, what'd you do? You fucked Juvie? You fucked her.
You're gonna piss off Drake all over again. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't even hanging with
that's
them.
his people, bro.
Yeah, that is Drake's people.
Nah, he's not. It's his people, but to a certain extent now.
Well, he was kind of pissed at one point at Birdman too for some money, and that's part of the reason why you're not seeing the whole Cash Money there. Turk ain't fucking with them. He's like, yo, you owe me money. Right? Lucky he got Juvie. They figured it out because at one point Juvie was mad at them for his money. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne, he sued man for $51 million. Every member of the Cash Money clique or the Hot Boys, they felt a little bit of a ways about the money, fam.
Birdman was living in mansions, dog. All these guys are living in shoeboxes.
And his mansion had a foreclosure not too long ago, one of them. So like it's not like he was handling the money well, even though he's hella rich.
Yeah, no, but he was living at Tony Braxton's house now. He good.
Yeah. So listen, salute to the old heads who watched that, right?
Yeah.
Because that was a big deal for the old heads, man. You got anything?
No, what I was gonna say is kind of relaying it back to the conversation about hip hop evolving from reggae. It's pretty much like a clash.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, you know
that's why I love that they brought Verzuz back.
Kind of like a clash.
Yeah,
it's literally a clash.
Told you guys,
and if you notice, the Verzuz was done a certain way until the Bounty versus Beanie. because that was the first one where the two artists were in the same room.
Points are being made.
Remember, because at first it was like, oh, you're on your side, you're on your side. We'll do it on IG, da-da-da. But then they're like, yo, if we're doing it real clash. We're not going to do the fake clash. We'll do a real clash style. So Bounty and Beanie were in the same room. And then from there, the verses changed formats. So like, okay, yeah, both artists are in the same spot now.
I think they're coming to Toronto soon.
Maybe. Hopefully.
That would be mad though. Toronto versus?
Yeah.
Like local artists?
Nah, it can't be too local. It'll turn to a Toronto. It'll be a next type of versus.
Yeah,
real clash.
Yeah. I can see it coming here, but it would have to be like a Cardi versus somebody.
No, but we could host one with like local artists if we really wanted to, like East Side versus West Side, like who has better two, or like, you know what I'm saying, different ends. Imagine we had different blocks.
Yeah, we could.
We could, but should we? That's a different story, right? But yeah, man. So salute to Tim and Swiss for putting that together too, man.
Yeah.
Quick thing: Top 5 got banned from going to any more of these Blue Jays games.
Rogers Center
for the rest of the year. Okay?
But wasn't he like I guess like accosting one of the ball boys or something? Pause. But wasn't he like, you know what I mean?
What was he doing?
What do you mean accosting?
He was bugging people. Bro.
Basically, like that is
harassment.
If you're kind of if you're harassing, antagonizing somebody, using using words to assault somebody.
Yeah, I'll play the thing from the police.
He was heckling,
or from I guess from the stadium. I have a couple of those too. I'll play those too. Hold on, let me give it a refresh.
See the person's face.
To Rogers Center from right now, a year from now. You're banned from there for a year.
That's a Filipino man.
Cannot go to Rogers Center from right now, a year from now.
Okay.
If I was a bot, I'd just go to the Dodger Stadium. Wagwan, I'm still watching.
You can't get into America.
I hope he got a refund for his $20,000 worth of ticket. Oh wait, no, that's how much he spent in total before.
Listen, I don't know, man. I don't want to be the guy. I would want to be that guy, but sometimes I feel like that's cap. Like 20 racks? That's what you spend?
It's easy to spend 20 racks on like 2-3 Blue Jays games.
That's true.
Wait.
It's 13 grand right now for 2 tickets.
But he said this is previously he spent it, and previously the tickets were like $30. Before this World Series, like when you're watching if he's talking about playoffs, then maybe. But when you're watching the regular season games,
I had a $5.
You know what I mean?
Five likes to just throw like big numbers on top of shit. I'm not calling him a liar, but it just sounds hot for the internet. Like, yo, I spent 20 racks. It's like, all right, bro.
But I'd imagine that if Top 5 is going to a Blue Jays game, he'd have to have like one of the skybox seats. Like he couldn't just go on the $30 tickets at the very back where like anyone could go. You know, like he'd probably have to like lock off a place for him and his boys.
Well, this is where he was. All right, so I'll show you guys here. This is him This is what you guys were talking about. Him heading.
This is how we pull up, nigga. Big 5, nigga. This is a blowout. It's done. Blowout. Blowout, nigga. This is how we pull up, nigga.
All right, so
Big 5.
He's right there and right next to the shit. You know what I'm saying? So
like I know some people that work at the Rogers Stadium. You know, it's not difficult to get there.
Yeah, but like. I'm not saying, okay, yeah, kick him out, but I guess I could understand, right? Like, you're right there. You're making big commotion. You're putting it on Instagram. Mans are trying to freaking play the game, bro. It's like, bro, it's the World Series or this is the playoffs, man. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, you should be just as serious as I am. Like, what the hell?
Damn, does that mean that, like, you can't just buy your way into anything anymore? Like, he has the money to spend, but they're kind of saying no to his money at the expense of public safety.
Buying your way into something isn't just money. It's like power and influence as well, you know? Like,
yeah,
there are certain people like just their name alone is like, you just have to allow them type thing. Like, and the power they can, I don't think Top 5 has enough power in Toronto to kind of move any which way he wants to move, regardless if he's buying his way in or not.
Yes. But then like I thought about Drake for a second, right? When he crashed out on DeMar DeRozan the other day.
Didn't they ban him from
they banned him from
broadcasting?
From broadcasting, but he's not a broadcaster. So it's like, all right, you banned me from going into the booth and talking a couple of minutes a game every once in a while. Like,
but that's still also something that like his money wasn't able to completely protect him from.
Yes, but can they kick him out the stadium?
Hell no.
But I don't think what he did was warranted of kicking him out the stadium. Like, that's Drake.
Fam, you're freaking mean mugging the man on the court, like as if you're gonna do physical harm to him. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get up in his head or whatever. That could be looked at the same way as how Top 5's trolling these guys and say, "Yo, you can't be in here." But they ain't gonna say that to Drake.
Googly eyes is kind of. I feel like it's too vague.
He didn't give him googly eyes, though. The man was like, they're like this, bro.
You know, like
all DeMar DeRozan saw was puppy dog eyes.
So I feel like
he had the stern face, bro. Stop.
Yeah, I feel like him just giving him looks isn't enough to like. Oh, you did anything to him, you know?
No.
What else did he call him to? A waist suit?
He called him a waist suit. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna go up to the banner or to the rafters and pull off the man's number." Like he crashed out that day, fam.
But he didn't threaten him.
Yeah. No, he didn't threaten him, but that's
He threatened him with his eyes.
and he threatened to take down his things.
So I feel like that's not serious enough where it's like, oh, ban him from the arena. But it's like,
but
okay.
what did Top 5 do? He said he heckled at a couple of players on the freaking court like anybody else would do, and they kicked him out. That like goes back to what you're saying with the power.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna do that to Drake.
So it's not just money that gives you power.
You have to have the actual power, bro.
The connection,
the influence,
respect, my dude.
the respect too.
Respect.
Look at Kanye.
Because I know me and my dudes would go there and they wouldn't kick us out of that, even if we were heckling at the dudes. You know, because there's some respect.
That happens, fam. There's some white youth right now in the stand saying, "Yo, you suck, bro," cussing them out. Yeah. Yo, Boston games, they were getting hella racist with people, with players on the court. You're just kicking out all those people? No.
But it depends though. I feel like if you're in your seat, then you have more leniency. But like, okay, if you're getting up from your seat and you're walking up actually like to the barrier of the thing and it looks like you're about to cross the barrier, you're cussing out mans and stuff, and then you put it on the ground for everyone to, it's like, all right.
So it's so orchestratedly made up that you can see it. Get this nigga out of here. I would be, if it's more like, I would respect him if he had no phone in his hand. He's just up there like, yo, you're gonna lose today. And someone else got it.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that's Top 5 cussing out the guy. And he has no phone in his hand. He's just there like,
That's what Drake be doing. He's like, yo, hold this phone. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. But like, his boys recording it secretly.
And let's be real. When you looked around the Sky Dome, you're not seeing too many of us. These are all people from Newmarket, Barrie. This ain't even inner city. They didn't even know. Yo,
hold
Drake,
on. He cooking.
Drake was in
Aurelia.
Drake was in a what? A Rob Ford jacket. The Bears, right?
Don Broncos. Yeah.
Don Bronco. Bro, he stood out like bird shit on a black shoe. The white
he was
people,
trying to get his white side on with that jacket.
Yeah, he did. He did. But white people didn't give a shit. When we was high-fiving when the home runs went on, he went to turn to a white guy. White guy went this way. White guy looked the next way. He high-fived his buddy.
So we didn't invite you over here, man.
Who the hell is it?
Whatever,
I
Drake.
thought it was Drake. But it's the fact that he got to be somewhere where not everyone was like, yo. The white people didn't give a shit. So
because there's a bigger moment happening right now.
Exactly. So for Top 5 to go there when he could have just went kind of under the radar and just been like, watch the game, been there at a playoffs game, he kind of ruined it for himself.
Yeah, but I feel like even what you're saying there, you're kind of saying that this would happen at a Blue Jays game, but it wouldn't happen at a Raptors game.
So what?
Well, because if you look around the stadium, it's a lot of white people, brother.
It's all people be acting like white people are going extinct. I'm like, have you seen a hockey or MLB game? Like,
bro.
they're all there, bro.
They're there, bro.
40,000 of them
Bro.
just there. Like,
But it's because it's not inner city Toronto for them, right? These are people who all watched the game who were there yesterday. We're all from another part of the Ontario. Let's just be real. Yeah, bro. So if they even had caught wind of this little guy before, they're probably just like, who? He
seems dangerous.
Yeah. And then one of their kids are probably like, yeah, that's that dangerous guy, top 5. And then what? One phone call. You know what I mean? Get Mulian out of here.
I will give some bail to the whites that kicked him out. I don't know.
No, that's a Filipino.
The man was throwing threes down, or I didn't do it. Hold on.
Wow. Put your 3 up.
Whoa. But he was making the pitcher throw a 3 down. There was like a picture of him with the pitchers. I'm like, yo, why are you doing this to these people, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Stop making them do gang signs, bro. He had like all of the concession stand people doing it, bro. I'm like, stop, bro, stop.
So it's probably like an amalgamation of all the things he was doing, where it's like,
yo, the security is probably sitting there being like, who is this little nigga? And then zoomed up on him. It was like, God damn it. Get him out of here.
Yeah,
And he's making them do gang signs,
Let's
bro.
get this little nigga out of here.
But here's the thing, like I feel like Top 5 can get away with that sort of behavior on like at like smaller events. But
Yeah.
the Blue Jays, it's like we don't need your money. We have a lot of people lined up to spend
lot of white
way
people.
more. Yeah, we don't have to deal with this. But if it was like at a super local event, like a bar party
Yeah,
or
let
something,
him
like
through.
you could snuff someone and they'd be like, "No, let him. He just
Let
ordered
him
4
here.
bottles."
Yeah,
he
he's here
spends money
tonight.
here. He spends money
He's
here.
here tonight. He's here tonight. You need to leave.
Well, listen,
I think
man.
you need to leave,
Yeah,
sir. That's what I'd be saying. I think you need to leave.
I want to add something like, how do you feel like Drake feels like when he knows he's Drake in Toronto and he goes to high five someone at a Blue Jays game and they ignore him? Like, do you feel like that makes him kind of like happy in a sense?
Yes.
Like, damn, he's not glazing. He doesn't even rate me.
Yo, I could get to sit right here and nobody asked me for an autograph right now.
I don't think
Sick.
anybody ever like goes for a high five, not get the high five, and like is happy about it still.
But maybe when you're Drake and you're used to getting everything you want, like that moment will kind of like stick with you. Like,
I'm not
damn.
saying he threw up his hand though. Let's not get it twisted where he's on my head back, right? But I'm saying like it was he turned, he looked over, and it was more white people. He could have high-fived, but he went back over here. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Chubbs, one more time.
How many Chubbs was with him? Can I be real? When I'm looking beside the 3 people that were beside him,
Chubbs was in there. I didn't see him.
I didn't see nobody I knew from his friends.
He brought his
He
white
brought his
homies.
real guys.
The white homies came through.
No. there was
Actually,
one-
I have nothing to say on this matter. You guys keep on cooking, bro. Have no Drake POVs,
You're
bro.
not allowed.
But
You're not allowed.
I guess if you're sitting next to Drake at a Blue Jays game, you probably feel in some way like you're on the same level as him. They might even be more rich. We don't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what
Exactly.
kind of business owners are over there, bro.
Yeah, well, so many, man.
Yeah.
So many.
Especially to be in there in the first place.
But I bet you
Right?
that place still kind of smelled like barnyard.
And a lot of like
Enough farm people.
a lot of the rich people who aren't in entertainment,
Yeah.
they kind of look at like the rich people who are in entertainment as like a lower level of rich.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like you're like ghetto rich type thing. Like, oh, you have to like
Yeah.
shuck and drive. You know, like, oh, for my money, I created my family business and we did this and established in 18 da, 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 you know?
You
like-
got to run up and down the stage to get your money. I sit in my
Exactly.
house and get it.
They're like, hey, Drake, go sing a song for us. Hey, guys, Drake's going to sing a song
No,
for
type
us.
thing,
Hey,
type
do that
thing.
little dance you do. My daughter loves it.
But listen, man.
Yeah, I know, it's his fault.
Salute to Top 5, man. Next year, bro. If the Blue Jays make it next year, you'll be able to watch the
That's
game.
annoying, bro. That's so
Nah, they'll
annoying.
ban him right before that again. They'll be like, yo, that same person. Yo, what's his name? Okay. Yeah, find him.
Yo, you know how they always talk
Tag
about
him.
accessibility and stuff?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like it should almost be illegal to make these ticket prices so high? It's like they don't want a certain people going there. Like, what do you mean $16,000 for a
Bro,
ticket?
It's supply and demand, though.
look,
Yeah.
they let one little nigga in who could afford it. Imagine they were lowered now.
Yeah.
No, but and there's also like,
What other
Like
kind
they're
of niggas would be in
gatekeeping the sport.
but if
almost.
people are paying
the shit out
for
of
this
it.
price, is like, it's not a regular game. It's not even a regular playoff game. This is like the World Series, the highest height of baseball. It shouldn't be the same price as a regular season
No,
game.
I hear
Yeah,
that,
and
but it
this
should
is-
still be affordable to like the majority of people, I think.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be something I think Ford's going to be trying to do a price cap on some of these tickets because they were kind of getting out of control. He was
Yeah.
complaining about gouging and stuff. But let's move on to another topic
Wow.
here. The second Canada First rally.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Is gone down. Oh, shit. You were there too.
Sure was.
So, I was watching a video this morning that was really intriguing about this rally. Let me pull up one video from, at least from, what's the 6 News? I didn't even know about this page here.
Fight for freedom. And we will never be friends again.
Right? So that's just like a one shot of it, but it got kind of crazy, no?
Yeah, so okay, this portion of the rally was at Queen's Park. I linked them at Young and Dundas, so I was running a little late. I'm not gonna lie. And then they had gotten kicked out of there. They had some like
out of Queens Park.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of police. So when I was driving there, I seen a lot of police. By the time I was at Queens Park, it was dead. So they started marching. I think they marched across Bloor and then down Young to Young and Dundas. So I met them at Sankofa Square, which is what it's called now.
Yeah, they were cheesed at the Sankofa Square.
Yeah.
I have a clip of, I think it's right here.
We stand on guard for Canada. We love Canada. We love Canada. We love Canada.
Yo.
I see many friends here. Black, brown, white, from different backgrounds. This is the meaning of diversity.
What? Who's this guy?
He's one of the Canada First guys.
Yo, can I say something? No one loves Canada more than Iranians. Like Persians love Canada. Like they're actually ready to die for it.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I get to the rally at Young Dundas. I see Joe, Hug Daddy or whatever. So I spoke with him. I spoke with a bunch of people. There were a couple people that were like a little antagonistic on the other side. But for the majority of people, everyone was on the same page. But you know what did throw me off a little bit? Like, okay, so and even Joe echoed the sentiment where it's like only bring Canadian flags. It could be an Ontario flag, Manitoba, but like Canadian flags. You know?
Yeah.
I'm seeing the biggest flag is an Israel flag, and then an Iran flag, and an Israel flag, and then a Canada flag, and it's like the biggest flag. So like when you're walking there, all you see is this Israeli flag, right? And like, I don't know. That's when I started second guessing everything. I'm like, yo, is this like borderline like a pro-Israel like movement that's like disguised? Or like they're trying to make it seem like if you're pro-Canada, you're going to be pro-Israel.
Yeah.
Right? And
holy shit, man.
I started tripping out because I'm like, now I look like I'm pro-Israel because I'm standing here with you. You know what I'm saying? And you have the, and I'm like, bro, like, why do you have that flag? He's like, oh, you know, Canada's a country built on like settlers, right? And they have a distinction between like settlers and immigrants. So a lot of people will say that like, oh, we're all immigrants here.
Right.
But someone who's multi-generational Canadian will be like, no, like my ancestors were settlers here. Yeah.
Especially a lot, yeah.
But then the whole indigenous, in this one video I was watching, they're talking about the indigenous part, right? And they're like, yeah, but you know, places get conquered. I hear you, but does it make it right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But like, what is right or wrong on Earth? You know what I mean? Like, we live on Earth. We're like, yes, we are humans and we're different from animals, but I feel like it's the same thing in the animal kingdom. Like, there's gonna be a hierarchy in any situation. Like, there's gonna be predators and prey. Like, if people run up in your crib and try to take over your crib, it's either you defend it or it gets taken over, you know?
Yo, that's so true, because even in nature, lions will go expand their like territory and kill the male lions who run that area and then take their women. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much that's pretty much what like all colonization quests were about, really. You know, so I think it is like in certain animals' natures. Other animals, like, they're cool with just their little area. You know what I'm saying? I think there are some humans like that too, where it's like we don't even think about expanding. We just want to protect what we got. You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, and I spoke to Puck Daddy not too long ago, and I asked him some questions about like people saying that it could come off kind of racist and stuff like that. Do you feel like anyway, like, because I feel like it's a good movement to be like, all right, maybe slow down the immigration, but the way it kind of comes off, like the visual, it kind of comes off sometimes like, yo, everybody get out my country type shit.
Here's what I will say, because I think wholeheartedly say that the majority of people there are not racist. They don't want to limit Canada to just being a white population. At the same time, I did see a poster that said, make Canada smell good again.
That's crazy, bro.
And I'm like, this is racist. Like, this is like directly, like, who are you trying to talk about? You know what I'm saying? So,
well, okay, when you say it's racist, is it the fact that they said they don't smell good, or that?
I think it's like
they're directed to.
They're targeting a stereotype about a certain group of people that they are not happy with.
A stereotype in the, but
then you're a
Is
bigot.
it a stereotype if it's like true?
Well, this is not always true.
There are some stereotypes that are true and some.
What do you mean it's not always true?
I've been listen. I don't want to go down the Indian wormhole pause, but like I've been around a lot of Indian people that don't stink.
Straight up.
But culturally, it's a norm that like Indians smell a certain way.
And they know it too, but they know not to eat certain food.
So I feel like if it's a cultural norm and it's a cultural thing that everybody knows.
I don't think it's a cultural norm they go for. Like, I don't think they try to smell bad.
Yeah, it's like something that you don't notice in one place, that when you come to a different country, it's a different thing, and people adapt and whatever. Now,
Mans are not adapting though. Mans are not even trying to change it.
These are the thoughts we use of natural way. But let me show you something, because I feel like not just the protest or the rally, I feel like just the sentiment of that kind of aggressiveness is going to result in stuff like this. So I'm going to show you something, because this is kind of wild.
Huh? How about you say that again? Oh, shit! Go back to your fucking country, you stinky ass Indian! Are you gonna work in there? Huh? Are you gonna work in there? No. Then who are you to tell us to leave? Go back to your fucking country.
The proudful smile.
Yeah. Right?
Bro's like, I'm about to go viral.
He's happy,
My
bro.
dad
Like,
is gonna be proud of me.
this is what I'm saying. Like, his dad ain't going to be mad at him, like, possibly, right? This is not good, fam. Like, I understand, like, okay, slow down the immigration. It got a little crazy. But I also don't want to get to the point where it's like it gets violent, or it gets to the point where like people are like, get out of here, spitting in people's faces, being aggressive to people working. Like,
that's mean.
It's not their fault that the government sucks and opened up the country too much, bro.
Yes, and a lady I spoke to yesterday said there's a difference between racism and racial tension. And what she was saying was that because of the amount of mass immigration, so that's really what people are against, mass immigration.
Mass, yeah.
You know, and illegal immigration as well. Because of that, you create an imbalance that is going to create racial tension. And I don't think it's just white on brown. Like, I even hear some like my black friends talk about how they don't like brown people.
Yeah, and I find them. I some of my black friends that do that, I kind of get a little edgy with them.
Why?
Because you're a bigot. Because in a sense, you went. Hold on, no. Because your parents went through that.
It's different in the sense of
your
like
parents went through that. Hold on, your parents went through that, bro. Your parents even went through worse than these people are going through, bro. My parents went through
black people are
worse.
too sympathetic to other people, like
Very much so.
in the sense of,
but that's
you're going on like a lot of these Indian people
not
are like
what?
very receptive to us.
They don't care. They're racist as well because they don't know who they are. They just don't know who they are. We know who we are. They're good. You get what I'm trying to say?
No, I see what
We
you're
know
trying to
who we
say.
are, bro.
Oh, go above, be better than
No,
them.
I'm not
type
even saying
thing.
that. They mess with you, you box them down. They talk shit, you box them down.
But a lot
But
of
I'm
them
talking about it in a way of like being vocal about it. When you knowingly know that they're being put in positions of even higher than your black ass right now. A police one looked at me the other day like, I want to gun you down, you little black piece of shit. And I looked at him like, I'm probably older than you, and you couldn't do that because of the way I am.
So
right?
like, what's the point you're trying to make?
The point I'm trying to make is that we have to remember what we went through. They're going through it now. Leave them be. Who gives a shit?
So you're saying respond to hate with love, essentially.
That's a little bit. Someone mess with you, you slap them down. But for us to be so vocal, we have they look up to us. They dress like us. They want to talk like us. They want to walk like us. They want to look like us. They wish they were us. Why would you be mad at that?
I don't think they're mad at that. I think that the lack of, based off what I'm seeing, there's not a lot of respect coming from brown mans
because
to
they want to
black
be
mans,
white.
you know?
They want to be white. They think they're white, and then they don't. So they realize the white man don't like them either, right? But I'm saying it's never been that for black people, because when you go to the Caribbean, right? How many people in your family you know are coolie? You have coolie in you? You have some coolie in you?
There's a few
Right.
coolies.
I have coolie in me big time. I'm Guyanese. You know what I'm saying? Like the big time.
But isn't it still
and that's
divided?
Indian. That's Hindu. That's Hindu.
Aren't they still divided in
Yes,
the
but
Caribbean,
I
where like
still-
the Indian community and the black community, like they still
Yes,
war a
they
little bit?
were. They were. But you got to remember, there's still people in my family that are Hindu. There's still people in my family that look a certain way.
I just think that black
and I
people,
couldn't hate.
black people are always like treated at the bottom of the totem pole. So like, even if we show love to these other races, they still be like, shoot, yo, at least we're not black though. You know, like at least have it better than
No,
the
they
black
want to
people.
be
than
you.
the-
No, we
You
went
know?
through this. We went through this. They want to be us. They want to dress like us, walk like us, talk like us, rap like us, fuck like us, whatever it is. Even their girls. But they don't want black people problems. You understand what I'm saying? So now that they have a couple black people problems, we're there either what? Raising it, or we should just be the ones who don't say nothing about it and be like, you got to go through what we got to go through.
Well, I'm on some stuff where like, no, y'all got to deal with that. You know, and I'm not.
That's what I'm
not
saying.
helping that.
We got our own problems to deal with.
No,
kind of
facts
thing.
though.
That's
Facts
kind of
though,
what I'm
like-
saying. So, but now they're seeing what we go through.
Okay, so I think I hear what both of you are saying, right? It's
Yeah.
like, okay, you guys got your own problems. Now you guys see how we feel.
Thank you.
You deal with your own problems, but don't also what you're saying, don't add on to it by like being like as racist as the white people are to them.
Yeah, like leave them alone because they did it. The white people did it to me and
They
you.
got their own problems, so like they could just deal with it on
And
their
they're
own.
not even originally from here neither. They're settlers. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to look at it like, yo, bro, let them talk shit. They're uneducated, right? They're all uneducated, Indian and white, right? We know where we come from. They just had to make it seem like we don't know where we come from. Just allow it, bro. Leave it. God will deal with them, bro. And I know it sounds crazy. Oh, that's no, really, let God deal with that. Don't, as black people, if I can have a microphone to all black people and come up in your dreams right now, I'd be like, yo, let them suffer. Don't say a word, dog. Let's just continue doing what we're doing and being influencers that we are in this world, even if we are considered the baddest ones. You know what I'm trying to say?
They're still gonna look at us when we walk into the store and
Yeah,
think we're gonna
dog,
steal
who cares
shit.
though? But
So-
knowing that I have my money up, bro, and I come from a good home and I come from this, suck your mom. You know what I mean? You voodoo. You know what I mean? I start talking to them like, damn, dog. They're like, how does he even know how to speak like us?
Okay, in y'all opinion, do racist whites prefer black people or brown people now?
Nothing.
I think there's a shift in the rankings for them now.
I think they prefer black people.
Black
right
people,
now.
obviously.
Right.
Yo,
I think so, too.
I feel like black and white people are almost uniting on their anti-brown.
And plus, black people have a lot of influence. Like, you know, white people are listening to hip hop and whatever. Even if Eminem's their favorite, like it's like, yo, you're still listening to hip hop. So
yeah, I fuck with you.
You might not like us, but you gotta like us enough.
I feel like the worst thing is like, okay, there's a little like rise in crime and stuff, but like for the most part, the food's better, the vibes are better, da. I think with like the brown people, it's like there's a rise in crime, but like the food isn't better, like the vibes isn't better.
You don't like Indian food?
Nah, I like Hakka.
I'm not gonna say I don't like Indian food. I'm just gonna say that like I don't think Indian food had as much of an impact as Caribbean food.
palate.
And stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's not as appealing.
You know what I mean? Indian music hasn't had as much of an impact out here
As
as
reggae.
Caribbean. You know what I mean? Like,
You're mad.
I feel like Caribbean people came over here with more of a vibe. Indian people just came here
and just come here.
Totally different vibe.
Yeah. Well, listen,
Driving's bad, all that.
You know what it is also, sorry, but I feel like the Caribbean vibe that they brought was more like inclusive. Like anyone could kind of like get down.
That
with
is-
that.
yeah,
So
but
that's
what it
is.
is, it's like it's kind of like you can't really understand it. Like
Yeah, you can bring in all the white girls, you can braid their hair, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. White girls
We're
wanna
like, soft.
Yeah, come here, white gal.
Let me knock that down still.
You know what I mean? Catch up, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, half breed.
But listen, man, salute to Puck Daddy, right? Keep doing your thing, fam. I think he's probably going to be organizing a third one soon. And
oh, he's the one that organizes.
yeah.
it.
This is the second one. I got a couple more stories, but I got to take a quick piss. Y'all give me a second. We back. Okay, Nelly Furtado.
Tickers.
I was playing that in the beginning. I was playing some Nelly Furtado in the beginning of the episode for a reason, right? Because she's retiring from making music, making new music, jumping on stage and doing her thing, touring and all that type of stuff, right? So she put out a statement, and that I'll pull up on the screen right here. All right, and she got the old Nelly look over here.
I cannot see
you
that.
can't see that right from there, right? Okay, so 25 years ago today, my first album, Whoa, Nelly, was released. On the first slide, I was 20 years old, about to play my first show as a professional artist at Lilith Fair. I went down to the store called Original on Queen Street West in Toronto and shopped for my pink dress and sparkly platform shoes to perform, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 25 years later, my music has reached a whole new generation of fans, and I couldn't be happier about it. In the year 2000, I remember, okay, don't care about all of that.
This is a lot.
Oh my gosh, she wrote a lot here. Okay.
Here, zoom into it. Maybe I can read it.
Yeah, because she wrote way too much, bro. I'm not reading all of that, bro.
Yeah, one more. Can you go? Okay. Okay. Endless gratitude to anyone who has ever listened and vibrated with my music and attended any of my shows. I love you and your open hearts. I deeply thank all of those who have worked so hard to help me make my pop dreams come true on a creative and organizational level. I thank all my brilliant collaborators and loyal champions. I also wish to the new generation of artists many years of fruitful and passionate performance. The second slide is me in Berlin this summer, finally understanding what receiving flowers means. Can you scroll back up? I just want to see like what part she was like, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
In the year 2000, I remember feeling purpose in hoping some kid would dust off the Whoa Nelly vinyl one day in a record shop and think it was cool or inspiring. So I never could have guessed that there would be so many new ways to discover old music IRL in 2025. Or in 2025, pardon me.
Okay, right here. It's right here. All that aside, I decided to step away.
All this aside, I've decided to step away from performance for the foreseeable future and pursue some other creative and personal endeavors that I feel would better suit this next phase of my life. I have enjoyed my career immensely, and I still love writing music as I have always seen it as a hobby. I was lucky enough to make it into a career I'll identify as a songwriter forever.
All right, so she's off of this.
Who said she stepped away because she was getting body shamed?
So that was a few, you know what? That was actually a page 6 thing that I saw here.
Fake news, bro. Fake news.
Do you think that has something to do with it?
What? How you body shaming that?
This is the page 6 article.
Her hips got.
I don't think because there's a couple people that I swear most people were showing her love. I don't think people were even body shaming her.
That was true, but there was some people in the comments that were hating, obviously. But for the most part, it was love. It wasn't as much hate as people thought. But this is page 6. Page 6 is not. Don't tell me. I'm not going to act like it's the most legitimate source, but a lot of people look to page 6 for news, right? And they say Nelly Furtado says she's quitting music after facing relentless body shaming online. Did she say anything like that in her freaking thing?
You know, they titled it in a way where like, because technically that is the series of events. You know, like she did just step away from music, and before that she was I guess there was a lot of comments about her body.
Yeah.
So just to say that title or headline, it does technically make sense. It is technically true, but it's misleading in the way how they titled it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think her body looks fire.
Yeah, I don't think she's like, oh man, them are calling me take. I'm gonna stop performing. I think it was honestly someone like, well, like she said, I've been doing this for the past 25 years.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta probably like, because her music has been like resurfacing and going viral. So maybe she has like a new influx of money. Maybe she was able to sell her catalog and she's like, okay, I could pursue some new endeavors now. I could open up my little studio I wanted to do and do my sculptures and paint, do finger painting, you know, with my youth them and things like.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure to highlight what she said before going to what some of these other pages might be saying, because that's very misleading. Like you said, like, bro, like, I'm not quitting because they're body shaming me. You crazy?
She knows she's a ticker.
And can I just for the man them out there, just some appreciation, just give y'all a couple of slides.
Damn.
Lord Claude.
She looks better here than she did when she was
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, this is her when she was younger. Right?
Yeah.
Little bony thing, right? Not to this, but like I like this one better.
No diss, but I feel like Portuguese women, like when they're thicker, it's better. Like it's just like I don't know,
Right? I'm sorry, we're over here objectifying, but like, yo, we were not mad at the new Nelly when we saw her pop up on stage, bro. At least I know I wasn't mad.
I was definitely not mad.
I was thrilled.
Bring all the Portuguese girls to me.
Yeah, man.
That's all the Portuguese girls be looking after 30.
Jeez.
Goddamn.
Salute to Nelly Furtado, man. I just wanted to put that on the table quick, fast. It's not like a deep story.
Do you guys think she's gonna go backtrack on this and perform one day, or are we never seeing her perform?
I tell you,
again?
we're getting a versus from her.
Who she can go versus against?
Go against Cardi. I don't know.
No, it has to be another female
It has
pop
to be
star.
another- Maybe Julie.
Do you think you get tired of performing the same songs
Yes.
for 20?
Yes.
That
So no,
too.
Yes.
like how
Yes.
many times can you do Promiscuous before you're like,
Yeah. She's been doing. She's probably in her 50s at this point. Like, fam, I'm rich. What else do I need to do? I could just chill and take care of my kids, fam, and do my other shit. It's not like she's just gonna sit at home. She says she has other endeavors, right? She might put on somebody,
and that's what's gonna happen.
You never know.
or just songwrite for people?
That too.
Yeah.
But salute to Nelly, man. I got a couple more stories. I'm gonna skip one of these stories here, right? I want to give a quick salute to Mula first. He's been cleaned up. I don't know if y'all seen lately. He's cleaned up his look and all that and stuff like that. He's buying jewelry and shit.
Okay.
All right. I'll save that for a live stream or something later on. The prisoners getting released from Maplehurst. I already did a news story on that. Did you guys hear about that?
Not even here.
I heard you cover it, right?
Yeah. So the prisoners. So Maplehurst, they had like a video that dropped, right? And I won't pull any videos up. I'll just give you guys the context because I've been working on this, right? A video dropped this year of a 2023 raid where like they were, torturing the inmates. Okay, an inmate punched a guard in the face, and then from the time that happened, they locked down the jail for 2 days straight. Made man strip down to their boxers, had them sitting down outside their cells for 2 days. Like they went crazy, like did some wild shit to the inmates. Now, because of that, and it got exposed on the Toronto Star, the inmates are fighting back. And they've released 3 guys who are awaiting trial for murder. They're supposed to go to trial like next week or something like that, or a few weeks from now. And they're considering releasing another guy who's already been convicted for like a manslaughter.
Yeah, but he's only doing 3 years.
No. The guy who's the manslaughter is at least 15 years.
15?
Why are they releasing these people? Like,
because of the inhumane conditions. So like they're complaining to the Correction Services Canada, and some of them are getting sued. There's class action lawsuits of up to $30 million or $30 million plus, and individual lawsuits against the
So
jail.
if you commit a crime, but like the place that they house you or whatever is committing its own like human rights atrocities against you, that can nullify the crime you did originally.
100%.
right.
That's why a lot of people, if they get arrested, but the arrest was executed in an illegal way,
They get out.
Yeah, they get out.
No, that I understand because it's like you obtained your means to arrest me illegally.
Yeah.
But like if I'm already arrested, convicted and stuff, like I just feel like, all right, find them another place where they're not like treated inhumane, but like I see a cash settlement or something, but I think letting out a murderer because like the room was too cold is kind of crazy.
No.
And I don't want to like I don't want to like downplay. I don't want to downplay. But you know what I mean?
I know what you mean
Yeah.
because I do have an issue with that too. I agree with you. I have an issue with it, but I also have an issue with them torturing inmates.
No, I agree with that.
So
I
they
agree
need to
with
find
that.
a happy medium
I agree
because you
with
can't
that.
be releasing murderers, but you also can't be torturing the inmates.
And police officers are very petty in the sense of like, if you just do one thing to them, it's like, oh, you're starving for the rest of the week. Oh,
Yes.
send them to the shoe for 3 months type thing where it's like,
Yeah. But they tortured these guys for 48 hours straight, bro. And then took a picture together, all the guards and stuff. They took a picture like, yo, like as if they accomplished something, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like they got into mad trouble and exposed. So if I'm a prisoner, even if I'm in the wrong, I'm going to look for a loophole. I want to get out.
yeah.
You guys beat me up.
Yeah.
Sue your ass.
And
Go ahead.
I was gonna say even that whole experiment of where they had like the people play the prisoners and people play the wardens or whatever.
Yeah.
Like human psychology, once you get that power over somebody, you start treating them like an animal in the cage once you have them in that circumstance.
Also, keep in mind, you want to go for it? Keep in mind, people get sentences reduced for bad conditions less than this, right? Oh, 3 in a cell. They're only supposed to be 2, all right? Okay, well, give me 2 for 1 now because they took 2 for 1 away, but give me 2 for 1 because you're not supposed to have me 3 in a cell.
Really, eh? When I was in the middle, like when they moved me to the east or whatever, they were having man's 3 in a cell. I thought that was just a norm.
No, but the thing is, you can complain. You could tell your lawyer, bro, I'm 3 in a cell.
Yeah.
Do something about this. Get my my trial pushed up, or get my charges dropped or whatever. You can do that for just a 3 in a cell. So imagine getting like tortured for 48 hours. You can run for you can complain.
Yeah, I just wonder what leads someone to do that, because I feel like the one side of the law, the police and all the people working in the jails, they almost see it like a war with the criminals. So it's almost like they're willing to torture and do things that are inhumane because they don't really see them as human in a way.
It's kind of like, who do you really think you're talking to? Who do you think you're touching? Who do you think you're hyping up on? Like, at Maplehurst, I remember, because they moved me bare places. So from the east, they moved me to Maplehurst or whatever, right? And then when we're being processed, it was like a 9-10 hour duration. So towards the end, I'm just like, yo, so Wagwan, I'm asking, get no food, da da da. And then they weren't hearing, man. So I started like banging on the window. So they started hearing, man. Then they come in like, oh, who's banging on the window? Who's banging on the window? I'm like, yo, that was me. And then they moved me. They're like, okay, you're not eating for the whole day. They moved me to like some separate room.
Yeah.
And it's like on some punishment for asking for food. And it's like, they literally don't see you as a human. You're asking for one of your human rights or whatever. Food, water, beverage.
Yeah. And you're there asking for food. The man punched the guard square in his face. That's what happened, fam. The man punched the guard square in his face, and the guard, hit the ground. And then after that, they just freaking raided the place, bro.
Like, all right, everybody's catching it now.
Yes.
Because they protect their own. They're like, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Yeah, but it's like, fam, okay, deal with the one guy. I don't even say torture him, but like deal with the one guy, reprimand him or whatever. Don't freaking torture the jail.
They're trying to set us like standard type thing. Like,
yeah, because I was just thinking about like early colonial, like Caribbean islands, for example. Like if someone messed up, like they're getting the head honcho and they're violating him in front of everybody. So it's kind of like a message where it's like, yo, you want to try to do this? You want to, punch one of our guards? Like this could happen.
Because also is like, if you set the precedent of like, okay, if one of you guys mess up, then you guys are all going to take the fall for it. Then like maybe people aren't going to want to mess up because like, oh, if the whole bin is going to be reprimanded, then they're going to get cheesed at me after. Then that's going to be a whole next set of problems.
Well, how did that work out now? Now mans are getting to walk out of the jail with murder charges. Freaking, they might get a payoff off of the jail for this. So all of that overzealousness, that overcorrection that they did is now biting them in the ass.
But go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was going to say, with people who work in jails, right? These guards, I feel like a lot of them go into it as people who want to help or like be humane.
Sure.
And then like as time goes on, do you think they just get more jaded? Because how can you go to bed, see your kid, kiss your wife and stuff when you just like, you tortured someone all day?
I have a thing with those guys, those COs, whatever. They're wannabe cops.
Yeah.
Or guys that couldn't make the force, or guys that are going to be in the force or something. That's like a job for like a little part-time. Some of them are in there for part-time.
And a lot of people, they like detach their work from like their real life in the sense of like, these aren't human. These are criminals. You know what I mean? These are people who don't deserve to be on the outside. So when they go on the outside world, it's like, yeah, I could kiss my wife and son because these are good people. But when I go to jail, it's like they're entering a vortex where it's like, oh, these are people. It's kind of like
enemy.
Literally, it's kind of like entering hell type thing, where it's like, oh, everybody here kind of deserves fire, and I'm just making sure these people stay in hell.
Yeah, and also I gotta push back on what you said, Zara, about people starting to be a CEO with the intentions of having good intentions. A lot of people just want a job. You know what I'm saying?
What it is.
And I've met a lot of girls over the years who wanted to be CEOs, girls that I'm smashing them. And they're like, yo, I'm going to work on getting to become a CEO. And I'm like, this happened like 3 times in a row at one point. And I was like, wait a minute, why do all the gal them want to be CEOs? Because they just want to be around demand them. You know what I'm saying? They're not there trying to be super, they want to get a good check and, be around some of the people they already know. You know what I'm saying? They got a couple of people who come from these different hoods that are like CEOs and stuff like that. So nobody has like it's not like being a cop. They don't have a noble intention of, I'm going to fight crime. You know what I'm saying? Even though
some of them
don't want to.
Have you ever met CEOs that like have that purpose of like, yo, I came in this trying to like, help?
Yes, because they want to be cops later on, or they can't be.
Well, from some, like, I've never met a CEO who's like, I'm here for noble reasons.
You know what I mean? They're just cool. They're just nice. And not, or either nice or not nice. You know what I'm saying? But like I just feel like it's not the kind of level of job that you aspire to be the best of COs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just know a lot of COs when they're going to like their college or whatever for their policing. That's what they do.
Yeah.
A lot of them do that as a job.
And the thing is, there's levels of being a cop. You be a good cop, you can become a detective.
Yeah.
And then, then you could become a homicide detective or some kind of super higher up sergeant and corporal and all these different. What you gonna be if the CO? You go from blue shirt to white shirt? Who cares?
Yeah, what's the like trajectory? Is there a way you could work your way up to being like the person who runs the whole jail? A warden.
Maybe a warden. Okay, cool. So that's the highest degree, running the jail. Who cares, bro?
And there's bare CEOs and there's only one warden. Like, so how many mans are gonna kind of like reach that level? It's not like everyone's gonna be
they're
able
climbing on top of each other. That's a crab in a bucket.
Yeah, there's mad opportunity to become a detective more than become the warden of the jail. You know what I'm saying? It's just a job, bro. Fuck these COs, man. But no, it's real. Fuck them. Fuck these COs, bro. I've been in jail and a lot of them are pieces of shit, bro.
What percent of them would you say are pieces of shit versus good people?
About 50-50. Maybe 60-40.
Yeah, I was gonna say
shitty
60,
people.
40.
Yeah.
In the cycle, because like, and once they start to get used to it and go on autopilot and stuff, it's just like where they're just clocking in. Is like they're not trying to help you in any way. They kind of like get entertainment from messing with you and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
take a little bit too long when you're getting fucked up and all types of shit they can do, bro. Jails are dirty, bro.
Cause like imagine like babysitting people you like don't wanna like people you don't rock with, where it's like, anytime they call you, it's like, God damn, I have to go see what this person wants now.
Yeah.
Like
full adults too.
No,
Not even
literally.
kids.
No, yeah. It's like imagine babysitting adults where it's like, okay, every time they link you, like you have to do something for them, where it's like it's always an annoyance. It's like,
see you.
No,
It's like,
literally, it's not like what type. The only app to see if it's like a shawty like that kind of likes you or something, or like maybe someone you built a rapport with, but for the most part, they're not kind of happy to see you.
Yeah.
But do people develop friendships with their CEOs? Like,
yes, guys fuck CEOs and stuff, bro.
Not just the female ones. I'm talking the male.
No, the
ones.
male ones too. They develop relationships with them and say, "Yo, bro, bring me in some tings.
Yeah.
You're the one bringing me in all the work. You're the one bringing me the phones. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know the man from the hood, fam. Yo, fam, the man sees you when he's walking doing his rounds, and he's like, "Yo, what are you doing here, fam? Yo, long time." He's like, "Yo, you're a CEO now." It's like, "Yeah, fam."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it goes down.
There's some CEOs watching this right now. What do you have to say to them?
Guaranteed. Subscribe.
They're probably already subscribed.
Smash the like then.
Yeah.
Notification bell.
You know you're an
You know what I'm
asshole
saying?
sometimes.
And you could become a member or send a super chat. You know what I'm saying?
Super.
I got one more story for us here, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Pat Stay.
Yes.
Okay. They have given his killer, a guy named Adam Drake, 17 to life for the killing of Pat Stay. Or no, 25 to life, or 25 years to life with eligibility of parole after 17 years, they said. Okay. The whole thing with this, just to give you guys some context while this commercial is running on the website here, Pat Stay, he was called over to a bar. He went into the bar to go see Wagwan, and he met the guy Adam Drake over there at the bar. They were supposed to like link up and resolve an issue that they were having from time, right? As soon as Pat Stay walked into the bar, there was a video of Adam Drake stabbing Pat Stay in the chest, collapsed in the spot, and then he died like hours later in the hospital.
So Pat Stay, like, what did he do?
He was
he's a rapper.
He's
not a rapper.
Yeah,
big rapper.
Sorry, just because you might not, for other people in the audience who might not know, Pat Stay, big time battle rapper, KOTD. He's battling a bunch of different things. He's the one who created the compliment battle. Okay.
Oh, really?
yeah. Which was like his own thing where he would diss you in compliments.
Yeah.
Like he was one of the best battle rappers out there in the game, bro. Nova Scotian artist as well.
That's
right?
crazy.
So, and this happened in Nova Scotia. So I'll play the video here, courtesy of Global News.
That's how Judge Scott Norton described Adam Drake's surprise attack. The definition of inexplicable. That's how Judge Scott Norton described Adam Drake's surprise attack on Pat Stay. In June, a jury found Drake guilty of second-degree murder in Stay's death. And on Friday, in Halifax Supreme Court, he was sentenced to 25 years in prison with 17 years before parole eligibility.
The recommendation of the Crown was that Mr. Drake spend 20 to 23 years in for parole and eligibility. The defense recommended 13 to 15. The judge carefully considered all of the factors, no doubt, and landed at 17 years. He's weighing various facts, various mitigating and aggravating situations and circumstances, and the nature of what happened to Mr. Stay.
Video surveillance presented at trial showed Stay entering a nightclub on Halifax's Lower Water Street just after midnight on September 4th, 2022. He approaches a group of people and within seconds is stabbed square in the chest by Drake, the blade puncturing his heart.
Mr. Drake is a dangerous man. He walks in the community and causes grave threat to our society, and that's demonstrated by his criminal history, and the judge ruled in according with that.
Drake appeared in court virtually for sentencing alongside his defense lawyer, Michael Lacey. Lacey recommended Drake serve a lesser period of parole and eligibility based largely on his unstable upbringing and indigeneity. During sentencing, Drake held his head in his hands as Judge Norton denounced Stay's killing as an act of senseless violence. Now, this decision does not mean Drake could be released after serving 17 years. He still has to wait a minimum of 25 years before applying for parole in his conviction for the first-degree murder of Tyler Kaiser.
Okay, so
that's a defense? Sorry.
No, what were we going to say?
Indigeneity?
Yeah, that's the defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're indigenous, you might be like, yo, I've been oppressed.
Yep.
Yeah.
L lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they've used that before and it's probably worked, where it's like, considering the upbringing and indigeneity, we're only going to give him this. Like,
yeah.
Well, okay, was the motive publicly released? Like, do they know why?
Well, they're saying, like I said earlier, like they had some issues, and like I guess the lore also was like they were arguing over a girl a long time ago, but they were supposed to be cool.
Yeah.
Or they were supposed to have been patching it up, and he said, yo, let's link up and have a drink. Patch Day was at a wedding actually earlier that evening, and he left the wedding to go to the bar to link up with the Adam guy, because he thought it was going to be cool.
No, humans are terrifying.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought anything's cool.
Yeah,
especially if I, you know what I mean. I'm the one who fucked your bitch. Yeah. Ain't nothing cool.
Is there any girl that you're dealing with that's worth killing someone over?
No. But I don't think it was the girl. I do think it was the girl, but he's also. Right now, he has eligibility in 17 years, but he ain't going to be seeing that because he's already sitting for a murder of somebody that he just mentioned at the end. I forget the name.
Yeah.
So he's already doing 25 for that. 25 to life.
He already had a hat.
He got convicted to that while he was on trial for the Pat Stay murder.
Oh, do you think it's going to be consecutive or concurrent?
That's another thing, man. No, because it's a separate case. It's the difference when concurrent and consecutive is all applies to the one case.
But different charges kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. But with this is a whole other M.
Yeah.
So he has his 25 for that. You deal with that, and then you deal with your 17 that you just caught for this.
Done.
Your life is gone.
So he's gone for, let's say, technically 37 years, if you read, or 40 something years if you want, 42.
Bro.
Right?
Okay, so wait, because it's probably happened in different places, so he has to deal with the 25, and then after that he does the 17.
Yes.
Dang.
If I'm not mistaken, because it's a whole separate whole separate charge.
I'm not mad at that because I feel like if you're, to like stab someone square in the chest after you told, like you're a different kind of human. You know what I mean? Like I can't imagine just like telling us, oh yo, pull up, blah blah blah, and then just having the intention of like, oh yeah, when he pulls up,
we are gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the blade. I'm gonna put like that. It's just crazy,
insane,
to me,
bro. So I think that this can give Pat Stay's family I don't know.
Closure?
It's never they're gonna get complete closure,
Yeah.
but at least as far as like the justice that they were looking for, like the man caught 25 for his other hat or his other the other body that he has, and now 25 for this with the eligibility at 17 years, which probably won't happen either.
Still doesn't bring back
No, never.
Okay, let me ask you something. What is a more satisfying justice protocol if you give this guy life in jail or you just have him off?
I don't want to encourage certain things, but like in my brain, like if that was me and my family, I probably would want him to be just gone.
That's what I'm saying.
Period. Right? Without saying those words on YouTube, I wouldn't want him to exist anymore. Basically.
Yeah.
You
What
know
about
I'm
you
saying?
guys? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm like an eye for an eye type person.
Yeah,
so I'm
eye
an
for an eye
type person. So
Because you're gonna be feeding this guy for the next 40 years.
3 hots in a cot.
You know what I'm saying? Who knows? He might even
get out.
And even
have
even
some
me,
weed in there.
if I was on the other side, like if I were to smoke somebody, you know, and I got caught and stuff, like if they're, oh, you have to do the rest of your life in bin, no chance for parole, I'll be like, yo, just give me the other option still. Like I'll just forward back.
You'd rather capital punishment and reincarnate?
Yeah, bro. Because even like if it was one of those ones where like I did 15 years and then like I got found innocent or whatever, it's like. And
you see, the thing is, and I don't want you to ever have to experience it to have to like figure out, but like some people, they think that their life is over and then they just figure out just new ways of experiencing their life, even though it's behind bars forever. Like I met a Ross in there who had a whole girlfriend that he didn't have when he was on road.
No, well, okay, I know I haven't been in there I've only been there for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, but based off that 2 weeks, I'll be like, yo, I wouldn't be able to like acclimate or like just get used to that lifestyle, you know? Like I don't think I wouldn't be, I'll just be like, yo, I want to just forward back to earth, you know, try again. You know
Send me back to the ancestors.
You know, type thing.
Yeah, I would ask my lawyer if I could try to get euthanasia or something. Like, yo, can I apply for that right now, actually?
Yeah. Hey, listen, fam, remember the laws have opened up now where you can claim mental health issues and say, all right, just take me out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're in Canada, bro. But listen, man, R.I.P. to Pat Stay and long live Pat Stay, bro. Salute to his family. Condolences to his family. If y'all see this, man, I just wanted to make sure that everything, that the closure is there and this whole thing is done now. You know what I'm saying? But I think we could wrap it up here.
Yep.
Let me run some music for the road here.
And 2.5. That's not bad.
That's a Lord of the Rings movie.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.